Alright. Hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another edition of Wild Wednesday. And today I always make one, I alternate between the two. One Wild Wednesday I use my Emerald cartridge, the other week I use a Sapphire one. And funnily enough, the time, as I can now see, the playtime on this cartridge is a palindrome, 53:35. And we are on route 112, and that's where I want to get the first shiny for tonight, so... hey there Ahmed, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Hopefully well? So yeah, the first one I'm gonna go for will be a Machop. I don't think I have a star shiny Machop on here. As you can see, I can also get a square one, but 90,000, that's way too much of a waiting time, so I'm not gonna do that. And I'll try something. I'll mute the TV screen and I'll have music playing again, and hopefully this selection will be, let's say, copyright free. But I do believe that at one point a lot of my streams will get demonetized, regardless, because of the things I say. It's very easy to get demonetized nowadays on YouTube, so tell me if that music is too loud before I begin. Oh jeez. And yes, this is from Kevin MacLeod, or MacLeod. Actually don't know how to pronounce his name, but think this volume should be good. Oh hey there random account, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Long time no see, right? Hopefully you're doing well. And do let me know if the music is too loud. Sorry I've been gone for so long. Hey, no worries. I mean, this isn't a chorus where you need to attend. You come into the stream whenever you feel like. Scream. Feeling the most feeling that I've felt my whole life. Feeling of the nothing and lack of desire to live. Oh, that's... So for 1 second I thought the most feeling... that I thought you actually feel something good, but it doesn't look like it. Hopefully, I mean, if you need help, I'm very sure there's a number you can call that will help you in your own country. And hopefully this will, I guess, cheer you up a little bit. I'm always happy when that does it, and that's not a shiny, so let's do that again. I'm okay, I've just had a lot of things going on in my life. Yeah, understandable. There's definitely periods of time in the future where I'll probably will not be streaming for a couple of days, maybe a whole week. I'll have to see how that works. Definitely understand if you have a lot of things going on in your life, you would want to deal with that, of course. I just hope that whenever some of my viewers, while they're gone, that at least life is going good for you. Alright, 5 seconds. And no comment regarding the volume of the background music, so that means I assume that it is actually okay. Autobot AI now, that is a name where I'm not sure if it indeed is an AI or not. Good luck on your shiny, thank you. But still, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing good, in case you are indeed of the species Homo sapiens. And if you have feelings, if you're a bot, then thank you for the comment, because that kind of pushes the channel. Hey there, Kaiser Karmazin, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Shout out to one of my Patreons, Kaiser Karmazin. If you can trade, I can do that right now because it's on my phone and I just need to use Pokemon Home. Oh, you just woke up? So, I forgot what time it is where you are right now because, well, the US is just such a huge country. And sometimes I just forget what time zone some of my viewers are in. Still that. Don't want that. I want a Machop. Apparently it's gonna be male. Feel good, I feel nothing, but then I feel happy because I don't feel my happiness turn to sorrow. Well, that's at least that's a improvement, isn't it? It's 13:06, yeah, I see. Yeah, when you wake up really late, you always end up being a bit confused, or like, how long have I been gone? This is the longest I've slept for ages. Well, maybe your body needed it. I also slept for a long time. I woke up at 11:30, which usually is a bit late. Under normal circumstances, I wake up around 10 AM. Still no shiny. And now Eontimer does its shenanigans again. Alright, let's try again. Luckily, this is a very low frame. I really got a nice, the trainer ID, secret ID combo that I chose. Definitely a good one. But yeah, Kaiser comes in. If you want to trade, we can do that right now. That wouldn't be a problem. Or later. So you can have the shiny for this month. So politics. Oh, now it's Ahmed starting the politics discussion. All right. Sure. Yeah, you're right. I was surprised about Biden. No, Eontimer, you should have both visuals, actually, both visual and audio cues, please. Be a good program. There we go. But yeah, I was very surprised about the fact that Biden resigned. And now it's very funny because a huge chunk of the Republican, let's say, just how they invested the money and what the energy of their campaign was going towards was basically, look at Biden, he can't do anything, he shouldn't be there in the first place as a candidate, and now, well, that's irrelevant now because they got another one. And that's kind of funny. And yes, so that is true. Joe Biden left the race of becoming a president. Joe Biden dropped out his former VP, and let's see, Vice President Kamala Harris is now the candidate for the Democratic Party. Yeah, so that's pretty funny. You might as well finally get a woman president now. Not that that really matters in his... I mean, I don't mean women are better politicians. That's not what I'm saying, but it is kind of, well, not really that great if you only take or anyone, be it doctors, be it politicians, be it pilots, be it anyone, teachers, if you only pull them from one kind of people, that's... I mean, there definitely is strength in diversity, and in this case, this is good. I mean, I'm not pro her, I'm not a fan of Kamala Harris, but still, compared to the, you know, the rest, the opponent. That's actually a much better choice, and well, definitely be interesting what happens next. Getting stuff set up for the trade. Alright, great. Guess Trump has a 70% chance of winning. I guess not saying I want him, but I think he is. Maybe before, after the disastrous interview that Biden had, where he mixed up Zelensky with Putin. I would have agreed with you, because that is just something, ouch, that goes completely... I mean, that is really bad rhetoric. That's like if you... Like in Fallout or a game with RNG or like Dungeons and Dragons where you throw a die, and that is a very bad roll that he just did when he did that. It was like not good for... doesn't make him look good. But that is out of the picture now because it's not him anymore. And now a lot of women, as well as a lot of people of color apparently, are gonna vote for Kamala Harris. Because she represents them, and that's just a fact. A lot of people vote for politicians that represent them most, or that they can identify with in some kind of fashion. So, I mean, if I would have to bet now, I actually think Kamala Harris is gonna win. At least that's what my gut feeling is telling me. But then again, my gut feeling has been incorrect in the past. So yeah, it's gonna be definitely very interesting to see what's gonna happen. I personally also hope for Kamala Harris, because if you have the choice of a fascist and a non-fascist, you always vote for the non-fascist, even if it's not a good vote generally speaking, or if you look at the ideas or ideals in a void, but still. Anything is better than a fascist. That's just... don't vote for them. You're always gonna vote against yourself, essentially. Oh wait, there we go. I want to see the time of the stream as well. And the music is from Sonic Adventure 2, but it's an instrumental of a certain level. Really nice. I mean, that music from the game is just always a banger. For as much as I dislike Kamala, I still vote for her. Yeah, like I said, I mean, look what the opposition is. You don't want to vote for that. You've already voted for that. You already committed that mistake. Not you specifically, Kazakam, as in I say the US, you. That's what I mean. Rather win ever now for the trade. Yeah, same. Alright. The only reason why I love Trump is because he's funny. That I don't think he's good, but I think... Oh, that's a mud shop, but not a shiny one. And again. That for sure, plus my best years were 2016 to 2020 when Trump was in control. Okay, I see if you think that he's somewhat funny, but still, don't vote for memes, you know? That's not gonna work. And, doesn't matter how funny he could be. I definitely do not want that kind of, person to reign over one of the most powerful governments in the entire world. Even though I'm not American, yeah, I mean, you can have opinions of politicians without being a citizen of that government. Or that nation. Voting for third parties is the same thing as throwing your vote away. So Kamala is the way if you go. Way to go if you enjoy democracy. Yeah, that's unfortunately a thing. I mean, to me, that's just a complete culture shock, you know? Third party, we have like, I don't even know how many parties we have in Luxembourg. Over 10 now, I believe. And just having two big ones and the third one being essentially throwing your vote away, that's just inconceivable. At least to me, but that's just how it is, right? I saw people, like Americans and Asians, being here and having their own culture shocks. Have fun with the shiny Kaiser comes in. It's unfortunate that it had to come to that. That the US only has two, essentially, two parties, even though technically it doesn't, it has more. But as Kaiser Kamasin says in the chat, that's unfortunately true. It's like throwing your vote away, essentially. Really unfortunate. So if you have a dilemma like that, because dilemma from die 2, well, if the only choices are bad, then not nice. Thanks, Loopy will be taken care of. That's wonderful. Okay, still no shiny. Also, the US Constitution has always supported a two-party system. That as well. Almost forgot about that. That it's in the Constitution, which I don't get because it's better having more parties. At least if you want or if you cherish. How do I even say that? But if you cherish more nuance, it's definitely good to have multiple parties across the spectrum. Of course, I do believe, however, that far-right parties or authoritarian parties are essentially inherently anti-democratic, so I wouldn't want to have parties like that. But all the rest, definitely. I know that might sound paradoxical, like, oh, you want a nuanced discussion, but why not the extreme far right or very authoritarian? But like I said before, that's kind of the paradox of tolerance that Karl Popper also talked about in his works, in his philosophical works. You should be a tolerant person, but you cannot tolerate the intolerant. And authoritarians and the very far right, because there's not only the ones from Germany, there's also other like radical Islamists or radical others that are essentially, they're the same. They act the same, essentially. They're hyper conservative and they're against progress. But there's a lot of facets to that, how you can be like that. And it's not only white people being like that. I mean, you can theoretically be from anywhere. It's just that kind of intolerance you cannot tolerate, so I don't know why some people have so much trouble understanding that. That's just how it is. But I do really, if you really want to read about that, Karl Popper's work has been translated to English, and it's not too hard to understand, so worth a read, definitely. Or maybe someone has narrated it on YouTube. His works are very interesting. I definitely, and this may sound silly, but I definitely had some kind of enlightenment reading his works. Made me reconsider a lot of moral adjustments, or just in general theory of ethnical existing, basically. Being a good person, being tolerant, what does that entail and when does it stop? Definitely should be taught in schools. Gives you a more nuanced opinion and view on that. And that is something that we really need, definitely now, because look how polarized everything has become. For most of our history there has only been 2 major parties, yeah. Exactly, that's what I found as well when I read a bit about US history. For some reason when I comment, YouTube does not allow my comment to show up. Huh, that's weird. Is it glitching again? How about you vote for me for the US elections? Trust me, I'm gonna make America great again. I mean, I would, Ahmed, but, well, there's 2 glaring problems here. First, I'm not a citizen of the US, so I cannot vote in the US legally. Not born there, and I never even set foot there, so I couldn't even vote. And the second problem is that you, unfortunately, because you are not American either, you cannot become a candidate for being a US president. There was that whole fiasco, if you remember, with Obama, where some conservatives were gushing about the supposed fact that Obama is not an American. Or like not a US citizen, and they were really saying his birth certificate was fake, but no, it wasn't. But yeah, that does show that you essentially have to be a citizen of the US in order to become a president candidate. Let me rephrase, the Constitution itself doesn't force 2 parties. It's simply the way the Constitution lays out the process of elections. Yeah, it's just essentially the suggestions are for a 2-party system. At least that's how I understood it when I read it. But honestly, I have to say that, I have to be completely honest. It's been, I think, over 10 years since I read the Constitution of America. So my memory might be a bit dodgy, or not that accurate. Process of elections that basically makes the 2-party system the most optimal way. So they say, but I don't think that's the most optimal way, but who am I? I'm just a YouTuber from a micronation, right? I got no say in that whatsoever. Conservatives, if you were saying Obama wasn't from the US, you aren't conservatives, you're a racist. Yeah. Yeah. I was just trying to be a bit more polite, but yeah, essentially the racists. You're right. But they just tend to be conservatives, you know? What a coincidence. Hey there, Kinox12. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully good. Also set some food out for the crows, so maybe they'll come while I'm streaming. Let's see. Still no shiny, that's not what I want. Oh, that felt like a good timing. The music playing currently is Trophy Gallery from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. A classic. Ah yes, Brawl and Melee. I think those are my 2 favorite Smash Bros. Games. I don't really know which one I like more. I like them for different reasons. I prefer Melee for the more competitive edge, and I like Brawl for the Subspace Emissary and just the casual memories that I have from playing that game. With friends, with family. most optimal way in the sense it's most optimal for how the Constitution sets out the election process for a party to win. Not that the Constitution really believes it's optimal. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Not much. Finished my first college semester today, but passed both classes. Oh, nice! Congratulations, that's wonderful. I mean, a pass is a pass, right? If it's a B or not. Or maybe no, that's not a B, that's a millennial smiley, as they might have been called, or maybe you can call them that, a B, and then this, basically it's the sunglasses wearing smiley, back then when there were no emojis. God, I hate YouTube. I type a classic politics joke and YouTube removed it for some reason. Wait, is YouTube removing comments now? Because I mean, I did not remove any comments here. Hard to explain with the character limit. The Constitution doesn't want a two-party system, but the constraints it places basically forces one. Yeah, I know, you have a character limit here. Really hard to type something out, and you can only write, what, 150 or maybe 100 characters? Oh, and a B and an A+, alright, so I didn't misread it as a smiley, okay. That answers that, but nice. A, B, and A+, that's really good. Yeah, you definitely did good. You did very good, even. So you definitely deserve a good break. Still no shiny. Hopefully the music is also not too loud. I mean, no one has complained until now, so I do assume it is good. Also on that topic, the Constitution needs to get scrapped. Yeah, good that you say that. I think that it should be overworked, definitely. We shouldn't just abide by a piece of paper that's hundreds of years old. We should definitely always revise and try to make it better and better in each process. Shouldn't just abide by outdated rules. If they are outdated, of course. Was revolutionary for 1793, yeah, but it's the year of our Lord 2024. We need a new constitution. For some reason, it's always the year of the Lord. How does that work? Hey there, Kaiser Skywalker. Welcome back to the stream. How is it going? Hopefully good. And with me, I had a good day today. And generally, I'm in good spirits for a while now. So hopefully that stays. But that's the thing about me. When it's summertime, I usually feel much better. I get seasonally kind of depressed during the winter. So I'm actually, if you look at me, I look like the Nordic Klein, but I don't like that weather at all. They've always done that. I get censored a lot, even if the streamer's okay with my comments. Oh, that sucks. Jeez. Yeah, because it's very rare that I have to delete comments here. Music is perfect, wonderful. Tried to say a joke about oil prices in World War III, but YouTube does not allow it. All lame, come on. We've talked about more horrible things than that. And I mean, it's not racist or demeaning in any way. Hey there, Christian Helbing. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Good evening. Good evening to you as well. I don't think I've seen you here, but everyone, be it a old viewer of mine or a new one, you're all welcome. And I think I just saw a crow pass by. Come on, I got some good stuff for you outside. Some meat bits and some peanuts. Still nothing. Let's try again. The Lord is everything, so it's always this year. Ah yes, Kaiser Kamp is in this the Christian, because he needs to be. He's from the US. Doing good. Just learned some stupidity regarding Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Like a lot at one instance, when Aerith disappeared, at one point Red XIII talks that it is their destiny to be separated from her. And of course Cloud is like, maybe. Yeah, that wasn't in the original. Definitely wasn't in the original. And why did I read that as XIII? It should be 13. No idea why I read it as that. My bad. I is egg, then that simple. Yeah, I is egg in German. And in French it would be œuf. O-U... Sorry, no, not O-U. O-E-U-F. Gerade Feierabend gemacht, Hante gleich nach Shiny Geratine auf Platin. Ah, okay, du kannst auch Deutsch. Ja, das kann ich auch. The president of the US is officially announced in November, but I forgot the exact date. November 5th? Ah, okay, I see. Already know whom I am voting for. I'm voting for Senator Armstrong. In Spanish it's huevo. Ah, very, very close to œuf, and in French it's œuf. In Italian it's uovo. Yeah, it's very similar, but then again, they're Latin languages, of course. They're gonna have a lot of words with the same root. That's one of the best things, actually, about being a polyglot. If you mastered, or at least are somewhat fluent in one language of a certain language tree, as in language family tree, then learning another new language from that family is gonna be much easier, and that is definitely helping me a lot. Because I do know French already. I had that in elementary school, and well, I'm learning Italian now because I have Italian family. My dad never spoke to me, unfortunately, and I want to communicate with them and stay in touch with them. And why not? It's also very good for your brain. Just learning a new language gets your neurons going, makes some good connections that last. I'm definitely gonna, after reaching a specific threshold of Italian where I'm happy with, then I'm gonna tackle Spanish and Portuguese. Duality of Kaiser Kamp is in 1 second you're serious and super liberal left, and the next second you're role-playing as John Conservative from Washington, US. Oddly specific, but yeah, go ahead, have some fun in the chat. And of course there are people who ate that up, that Aerith was moping out about not having friends in Rebirth, and people said she met with Cloud 3 days ago. They do not think that weeks can pass. Boy, what's up with the Final Fantasy crowd? I mean, the Final Fantasy fans. There's certainly some, let's say, interesting people in there. Wow, I understood that German comment. Nice. Ay mis huevos. Does that mean I my eggs? In Chile? Okay, I don't know if I read that, if it's gonna be a swear word or anything like that, or something inappropriate, but here we go. Stupid me just is gonna read it anyway. Conche tu madre, mis weas? Mis weas? Hopefully I didn't say something too bad. USA is the land of freedom. Yeah, freedom to get effed over. Definitely. So I have the freedom to steal a bank and no one has anything to say about it. Just like how I have the right to vote to a fictional character, Senator Armstrong 2024, baby. Yeah, then I'm gonna try to vote for him as well. I'll happily practice Spanish with you. You gotta teach me German though. Yeah, no problem. That would definitely be, I mean, I can definitely help you with German. Oh, the other type of eggs. Oh, jeez, you made me say balls in Spanish, didn't you? Got him, got me. Well, the people who defend Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth are believing that those games are better than the OG Final Fantasy VII. I've only played the OG and even not a lot, so from what I know, I prefer the OG. And those are masterpieces. FF7 Remake was only nominated, not made Game of the Year. Oh yeah, right, it wasn't Game of the Year. That's dope, SF. Yana talking Chilean slang. Oh yeah, I gotta give you the hardstyle list as well. Shouldn't forget about that, but... Yeah, my English is kind of a mixture of American English and British English. Well, if you teach me Spanish, it will probably be more Latin American Spanish than the European one, but I wouldn't mind. Actually, sometimes I looked up things like how to say some things in Canadian French. Sometimes there's slight differences, and always trying to learn new things. Reminder, Jana's real name is Jonna. Ah, okay, gotta ask my parents. They actually apparently named me Jonna. I will type something in Arabic. I challenge anyone to know what I just said. Oh, I cannot read any Arabic, so I can only guess. If you give me German lessons, I'll give you love and support. Well, I already have love and support, thank you, but yes, if you actually have something where you think I could help you language speaking wise, then I'll do it for free. I mean, just DM me on Discord and I'll try to help you with your translation or your language journey. Hey there, Smoky Mario, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Meow meow hi. Meow meow hi back. Hopefully, come on, I set something out for the crows. I really hope that when they do their tour, where a whole herd of crows will fly together to look for a roosting spot. They'll definitely fly over my apartment. They always do. They always check if I'm there, and there's some really good food outside for them. Possible candidates for 2024's Game of the Year are Rebirth, Persona 3 Reload, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and of course Stellar Blade. Who do you think is gonna get the title? What game do you think is gonna be Game of the Year 2024? I'm guessing that says, hi, I'm a vampire, yeah. I said the blue eyes flying donkey in Arabic. Like, instead of the blue eyes white dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's the blue eyes flying donkey. I hate all of those Game of the Year candidates. Well, I mean, it's like the Oscars. Just because they won a prize doesn't mean that they're essentially the best. Doesn't really have to mean that. Although sometimes it is a mark for quality. I hope Yakuza. I haven't played that Yakuza game yet. I'm currently hunting for the Yakuza game on Dreamcast. That would be cool. Since I do have a Dreamcast. Either that or I haven't played them. I want to play Yakuza but I don't have the time, yeah. From what I've seen, it's a very time-consuming game as well. Just like Pokemon. Just... Oops, I accidentally played for 6 hours. Oh my. Yakuza is amazing. European Spanish, for example, you, plural, would be vosotros. In Latin Spanish is ustedes. Ah, okay. That just gives me a flashback, basically not a bad one, but I think I watched Breaking Bad, and the Spanish that they speak in some scenes is Latin American Spanish. And I remember them saying ustedes, and I was like, what's that? I've never heard that. Vosotros I knew. It's kind of like in French, vous. Means the same thing. But now that makes sense what the ustedes is. Yeah, interesting that they have slight differences like that. Also, the Portuguese in Europe and the Portuguese spoken in Brazil are slightly different. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was my childhood back then, yeah. I mean, I never learned how to play the game, but I did have some cards. That mechanical spider wasn't one of my favorites. And then they quickly got banned on at schools because kids were making a fuss if a trade didn't go through or someone stealing another kid's cards. Basically happened with every big fad or trend. Only a matter of time until it gets banned from school grounds. I believe Stellar Blade will be Game of the Year. A friend of mine on Facebook said that everyone pushed Stellar Blade to be Game of the Year. Okay, when are the when it's gonna be again where they give the awards? Is it at the end of the year or is it soon? I always forget. No, Jonna, you don't get it. My neurodivergent brain thinks that a bad game getting a Game of the Year award is basically the end of video games as we know it. I think we had multiple apocalypses like that, I guess. Considering that I believe the same about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, probably paid reviews and intimidation tactics made by DEI and Sweet Baby Inc. combined with Square Enix. Yeah, Square Enix, well, like almost any company with their weird shenanigans that they pull off. Different accent words and slang, yeah, definitely. Breaking Bad does take place in the US state of New Mexico, where around 30% of citizens can speak fluent Spanish or so. Yeah, that would make sense. Would be very weird if they spoke European Spanish. Okay, a lot of Sonic Adventure tracks. Ja, at my school there was a lot of stealing too. In meiner Schule auch, aber gut, die Schule, also ja, sage ich jetzt auf Deutsch. Die Schule, wo ich war wirklich ziemlich assi, muss ich sagen. I always feel so disconnected from other people that play video games, so when people as me my hobbies feel so weird to say video games. Yeah, it is kind of weird. You just usually say game or gaming. Same thing with the Pokemon cards, or same, yeah. It's essentially the same story repeating everywhere. Be it Luxembourg, be it Germany, be it the US. Because I have zero interest in most like popular games that most people that like games play, and would probably think of when you said gaming. Yeah, I'm also usually not playing the very mainstream ones. Lately, I've been almost exclusively playing retro games that not a lot of people play. But it's always nice when you find a streamer who plays a game, an old game, or just a game that's not as appreciated. I'd say I'm very cultured in that regard with Spanish. I can tell accents and slang apart. That's good. Gus Fring from Breaking Bad is Chilean, but trust me, it doesn't sound Chilean. Yeah, but yeah, the character is, but the actor isn't. And if I'm not mistaken, the actor actually had to keep repeating the lines because the actor himself, I forgot the name, but the actor himself does not speak Spanish at all, so he had to memorize vocals basically. My friend told me that I have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Syndrome because I can't stop talking about it. Well, you do talk about it a lot, that's true, but who cares, right? I talk about a lot of topics repeatedly as well. And mind you, he plays Final Fantasy XIII, the game that was also directed by Tetsuya Multiverse Nomura. Elden Ring ist für mich das beste Spiel. Ich hab's noch gar nicht gespielt, aber ich habe mehrere Freunde, die das jetzt... Ich glaube, einer hat gesagt, er hat 700 Stunden jetzt in Elden Ring. Das sind sehr, sehr viele Stunden. Giancarlo Esposito, Gus Fring, is actually Danish. Oh, he's Danish. I didn't know. Okay. And I mean, that could be because skin color doesn't really tell you a lot anymore. The most Luxembourgish person I know is someone who got adopted from, I think, Ghana. But because he lived here his whole life, and he's just really Luxembourgish, even the way he talks. He says very old, antiquated Luxembourgish words, even that I don't say. So yeah, you can definitely be a Danish guy, like looking like him. He has Italian parents. Oh, interesting. I also have a Italian dad, father. Alright, 5 seconds, come on. Machop, where art thou? I should have one by now. Needs a shiny one. Nope, still getting Numel. Like you to know, I made the impulsive decision the other day to use $20 to buy a game on Steam I already owned on Switch for the sole reason of playing. As an EV, my autism knows no bounds. I have done several, and with several I mean many decisions like that, so, and also because of my autism, but maybe not something with EV, but like I bought stuff from, imported stuff from Japan because it was Latias themed. Towels and like bags, and I mean I didn't necessarily need new towels, but I really wanted those, and now, well, I have them. Giancarlo Esposito is an amazing actor, definitely. Not saying that I know what a good actor is, but from the show, I struggle to think of a bad actor in Breaking Bad, actually. Like, all of them sold it. I'm the whitest Chilean. Skin color doesn't define your nationality, yeah, exactly. people have trouble when they see me, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, very white skin or pale skin. They think, wait, you're not Italian, but you know, Italy also has the northern part, the mountainous parts where people are blonde or red haired. They just forget that. It's always the same thing, or a lot commonly especially when I go to a doctor's appointment, where when I wait in the waiting room, and then they, you know, the secretary comes and yells your name or says your name, and when I stand up, they often look at me like I'm pranking them, like, no, you're not that person, you don't look like that, but I am. Because I have an Italian family name. And then people think I'm too pale looking, I guess, to have an Italian family name. Yeah, mind you, Nomura wanted to make Versus 13 as the next game, but Kitase became the director and Versus 13 became Final Fantasy 15. Ah, yeah, right. Forgot about that. You don't regret it though? Yeah, I don't regret my autistic, impulsive decisions either. As long as you can afford it, go ahead. I like Giancarlo Esposito as Stan Edger in The Boys too. I didn't watch The Boys, but seeing his how good he was in Breaking Bad, I believe you. Been addicted to playing Celeste as Evie. One thing I can do is funny. It's funny, I can change my voice to so many voices. Oh yeah, making basically like what birds do. Imitating voices. Yeah, there's some people out there that are really good at that. It always makes me laugh. In accent, I can also mimic some popular characters' voices like General Grievous, the Emperor Yoda, and other voices. Then you, please make me laugh like that when you come, when we have a voice chat together on Discord. That would be very funny. I own every version of Hollow Knight for every console I have just to give Team Cherry more money. Yeah, I have Sonic Adventure 2 on several consoles as well. Yeah, they're thinking about Sicilians, South Italians, yeah, but Italy is, I mean, it's not a huge country if you compare to others, but still there's a wide variety of clients. All the actors in Breaking Bad are surprisingly good people and good actors, honestly crazy. Yeah, you usually have it that some good actors, if you look them up behind the screen or how they are in real life, it's very commonly that they're sometimes a nut job or they've done some criminal things in their past that are not really defendable. I mean, drugs, okay, whatever, it's a... I mean, that is very common, but, you know, I'm talking about crimes like, yeah, other things. For example, I forgot her name, but there was an actress who ran over a child and she got maybe a couple of hours of community service and that's it. And that just made me so angry. It's really unfair. Oh, come on, where's the shiny one? Okay, in any case, I'm heading out. I apologize for not staying, but I have to visit a good friend of mine's stream as he plays the Star Wars Dark Forces games. Bye for now. Alright, then give him some greetings from me as well, and enjoy the other stream. So, see you next time. Have a good one. Sorry, Jonna, you're too white, so we are going to have to take your Italian last name. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Over my dead body! Shh, that's my name. It's my family name. I'm gonna come with my familia and we're gonna do some mafia. No, just forget it. So Ahmed is a bird and a vampire now. So many identities make him so mysterious. Breaking Bad is arguably the best TV show in history. Definitely, I think the best live action TV show that I've ever watched, yes. But then again, I have not watched the, what's the other one called? Better Call Saul. And apparently that one is also very good, if not the same level. I'm gonna need to do that as well. Impeccable writing till the most minor details. Yeah, that's true. The writing was phenomenally good, definitely. You just could see that they thought of everything and it all makes sense, it all comes together. That's when you know you have good writing. Definitely have to agree with that. Sorry, I muted because I was eating something. I know there's some people who hate hearing eating noises, and yeah, it doesn't have to be on stream. Never watched Breaking Bad? You definitely should. It's really good. I always wanted to watch Breaking Bad, but I never had the chance since I'm always busy with doing nothing. I see. If you have Netflix, Ahmed, it's on there. And I got lucky, I could buy the complete DVD, oh no, Blu-ray set even, on a flea market for, what was it, 10 euros or something? Still no shiny. I found that the more convincing an actor can play an evil character, the better they are as a person outside of the studio, weirdly enough. Yeah, now that you're saying it, yeah, I've definitely seen that pattern as well. Kind of funny. I mean, the actor for Gustavo Fring, he's just so convincingly, you know, the polite psychopath or the polite criminal wearing the mask, and just him switching between the masks. It's just so well done. It's very convincing. Where's my German or Nordic citizenship? By that logic, Kaiser. Yeah, where is it? You just get their evil energy out by acting instead of in real life, I guess. Well, I think in some cases, and I mean, I've noticed that I'm not an actor. Well, in my case, actress, because I'm female, but I have found, while not being an evil person myself, writing evil people in fiction is very easy because you just have to do some research. And then if you do your research, you definitely see repeating patterns, and I think it's more about that, them figuring out, hey, evil people tick a certain way. Also, I hung out with my crush and a group of people for literally 12 hours yesterday, so I'd say that went well. 12 hours, wow. That's why you slept for so long. You really needed it. Your body needed to recharge. Really glad to see that, to see, because hearing, I don't hear it, I read it. But glad to see that that went well. And we've been streaming for an hour now. Better Call Saul is amazing too. Yeah, I definitely need to start watching that. From now on, you are Jonna John daughter. Oh, jeez. What a name. Yana eating ASMR. Yeah, there's eating ASMR, which is very funny. That some people absolutely hate it if they hear eating noises, and others kind of like it. It's definitely interesting how these opinions just go in both extreme directions. Slippin' Jimmy. Yeah. Chat is going too fast today. Damn, I don't think Yana can keep up. Yeah, it's definitely a lot today. Which is, I mean, that is nice. Sometimes I have more slow streams where there's not a lot of messages in the chat. I can make it go faster, like Sonic and Brawl. You're too slow. I'm such a good viewer and friend. Yeah, such a good friend who steals last names and gives you ridiculous names instead. What a friend you are. Tuco's actor is a huge introvert in real life, totally different from the hot-headed Tuco Salamanca. Yes, that's a very funny fact as well. And that actor was also very good, very convincing. I think they can play evil characters so well because they have suffered under because of someone. Yeah. That's definitely a possibility. You don't mess with empaths. Just because someone is an introvert, sometimes they can be very empathetic, and those people, they analyze a lot. They might not say a lot, but that didn't go through. They analyze a lot, so they can, if they are an actor, they can replay that, definitely. Or they have had dark times in their life that they grew from. Yeah, could also be a possibility. So far we talked about politics and games and shows. How about we talk about general death, pain, sorrow? It's a cute subject, don't you think? That's very edgy, Ahmed. Well, cute. I guess it depends. If you think that's cute, then, well, you do you. I have evil OCs and they are my favorite OCs. Yeah, sometimes it's really hard to come to terms when you write a character and it's really an evil piece of, you know, an evil piece of poop. But you like him still as a character, but if that character was a real person, you would hate them. You kind of, sometimes that feels very weird, at least to me. My favorite evil OC is just pure evil. I also have a character in the sci-fi story that I'm working on who's just irredeemably evil. And that's putting it nicely. Personally, I want to make my Nazi main villain have somewhat of a Hans Landa personality, Inglourious Bastards, but more degenerate. Oh, that's interesting though, yeah. Definitely see the direction you're heading towards. Next person to say Yana instead of Jonna is getting the banham. No, Kaiser Kamazin, you do not abuse the mod privileges. I like Hector when he blew up Gus with his wheelchair. Yeah, spoiler alert, but yeah. That was funny and horrifying at the same time. I don't feel bad for Hector. Actually, I mean the actor and all that's really good, and the character is very... Oh, there we go, finally! Shiny Machop. Or Macholo in German. But yeah, I think that actor, really good, just like all the others. But the character himself, of Hector Salamanca, he's just such an evil person. And, yeah, I don't feel bad for that person. Did my attack really miss? I have amazing villains. I have amazing villains, but they are also funny. One of my favorite villains is Soviet Russian Monster. Soviet Russian Monster. Okay, you can't just hit me with these 3 words and then not elaborate. You need to tell me what's up with that. Soviet Russian Monster. Okay, yeah, that. I want to know more. Let's talk about the concept of morbidity itself. I think it fits the whole vibes of the stream as a whole. I don't know what it is, but every single time, or almost every single time when I stream, at least one very morbid fact or anything morbid gets discussed at least once. Which is interesting, definitely. But I keep wondering, why does that happen again and again? Is it because I am morbidly curious and because of my autistic brain I just answer the questions if they are morbid? And there we go, Machop has been caught. Wonderful. And that is the first instance of that species. Alright, so this is the normal one, this is the shiny. And Kaiser Karmazin, look at the screen right now. This is your fault. This is all your fault, John. You drawned everything. I mean, yeah, like evil OCs, obviously not if they were in real life. Yeah. Nah, they can't do that. Right, so the next one, it should be the next one. Oh, while we're here, I'm pretty close to the fiery path. And that one has a Grimer, and I already have a square shiny Grimer, but I do not have the star shiny one. Let's change the delay because it's in a cave. Let's go into the fiery path. Let's save and then go for the star shiny Grimer. Let's do that. So that's gonna be the next target. Yeah, eat something. Had a bite again. Cool characters in the story fiction. My PFP is my chaotic evil Meowstic OC. Yeah, chaotic evil. Love to see it as a fictional character, hate to see it in real life, isn't that right? My OC refused to finish the creation of the universe and give it the gift of being perfect creation, thus introducing all physical evils into the world. He enjoys this and uses it to manipulate the universe into thinking he is its true creator and savior of all things. Yeah, that's like in Gnosticism where there's a false god and the false god usually gets worshipped instead of the real one. That's a Grimer, but no shiny one. But yeah, that's a really cool, really nice concept though. So, like something out of Stranger Things, the Soviet thing. And the thing Kaiser Karmazin described is something like out of a, you know, H.P. Lovecraft novel. Commits arson cutely. Manipulate. Ah, yeah, I already read that, my bad. Need to focus more on Japanese Oni villain. I don't know what type of personality to give in. I'm thinking of Kishi, sadistic MF in real life. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Kishi is very sadistic. Definitely need to brush up my Japanese, but yeah, it'd be interesting. John 2, let's go. Want another John? What's gonna be the gender of this one? Grimer is 50-50, right? I might have to check that. Let's see, because I just always assume it's 50-50, even though it's not. Alright, it is. It is. Indeed it is. So it's gonna be male. Slimy John. Name of the Russian's monster is, I don't know, but he's 235 centimeters tall. Holy crap, that's a very tall person. 6-armed monster with metal body and the soul of all Soviet who died in the Cold War. Yeah, that's really metal, I have to admit. And he's very robotic like General Grievous. Alright, that is definitely something. Yeah, I like where this is going. All the pulp that you need. And I like pulp. It's not bad like some people, snobbish people, think it is. Once I finish the 2 creation myths, you'll understand better. One myth is true story for the creation, and the other is known as the Ruinations of Praetor, which is the false retelling. I like that, yeah. That most mortals believe. Yeah, like in Gnosticism, where they say the material universe that we live in and the god that gets worshipped is a false god. It's a reality, it's a prison, and it's a trap. Which is blasphemy for some religions out there when you say that. He holds 6 swords. Like that, what's the name of that character again from Star Wars with the multiple arms? I have literally no idea who he is or what he does, but just the design is cool. That's already sold me enough. Second shiny Machop, but this time I actually wasn't looking for a Machop. So there we go. Accidental one. What frame? Did I hit this one? Yeah. I hit frame 3164 by mistake. But still, shiny is a shiny. I'm not resetting over any shiny. This one gets caught as well. And now you wake up. Alright, let's make you fall asleep again. So yeah, 2 shiny Machops now, even though I was only looking for 1. Let's see what kind of ball would be good. Maybe repeat ball, because this is a repetition, this second shiny that I've gotten. 1, 2, 3. There we go, second shiny caught. Wonderful. Even though that it's not the one that I was originally looking for, but still, shiny's shiny, I always take that. So let's save and try again. I'm evil Meowstic Meow. Sometimes you just want to be a little evil. Fictionally playing evil characters is fun. Definitely much better being evil in fiction than being evil in real life. Yeah, definitely. Praetor is very inspired by Gnostic mythos. Yeah, it definitely. The only difference is that there's no true god that desires to be worshipped. One exists but doesn't desire worship. Ah, yeah, okay. I'ma add some wacky stuff like the lost continent of Hyperborea emerging from the sea. Oh, like not Antarctica, what am I saying? Atlantis. Kind of in concept at least. Praetor, once the most powerful being in the cosmos, is one of the weakest being in the universe simply due to the fact he suffers from the atrophy of divinity, or basically he is punished for refusing to finish his divine duties, and so he slowly loses his divinity over time. Ah, okay, a rotting god. Okay, that's very interesting. Praetor will practically die from just an ordinary mortal to hammer home his fall from grace. I see, yeah. Alright, it's looping again, so maybe we go. Some monkey ball music now. Let's try again with this calibration. Yeah, it's a really good, I really like that, like from the narration, the concepts that you have. It's really interesting, and definitely want to read that. And if you ever publish it and you want money for it, I'm gonna buy it. Hopefully you'll ship to Europe. John is a fine addition to your collection. Yeah, it's not the first shiny John that I have. General Grievous. Yeah, that's a character you like. Nice, another shiny Machop, yeah. Champ is like the worst Pokemon to me, I'm not even gonna lie. Interesting. Do you have a reason why? Or is it like you don't like the very humanoid looking ones, which is fair? Still no Snot Mon. That was meant to say Ruminations of Preto, my bad. Ah, okay. It's basically Preto's personal retelling of the creation or his enlightened thoughts on it. Or basically damage control, right? From a god who's slowly rotting or dying. Thinking of something messed up for the Nazi villain, him having a room with the heads of the SS leaders, kinda like the governor from The Walking Dead. Ooh, that's really metal. But yeah, go and do it. We definitely, I think a lot of fiction is somewhat restricted because of unnecessary and stupid rules that don't need to exist. No, you don't like the muscly humanoid Pokemon, that's fair. I'm gonna have a bite in my sandwich. Alright. Actually, I hate Dazzle too. That thing is so effing ugly. I mean, it's not the most beautiful, definitely. Kind of funny. I think it's pretty funny. Just a mouth that just eats. Very strange voice choice though in the anime. That's basically a guy screaming. Just angry screaming. That monster also has 3 forms. The first, where he holds 2 swords with 2 arms each. Each arm 12 fingers. Second form 6 fingers each arm. Oh jeez, alright. And 4 arms and 4 fingers for each arm in his third form of 6 arms. And that would be hell to animate, but you love to see it when someone just wonderfully animates a complex character like that. Hit that frame again. Preto even has his own 7 archons or archons. Not called that are empty husks of gods he corrupted. Ooh, wow. He turned them from justice to wrath, humility to pride, determination to sloth. Those things, I see, yeah. He corrupted them to be the bad opposite. Yeah, I see. That's also takes inspiration from Christian mythology. Really nice. I mean, I haven't read that much, I guess, from you, and I haven't read 100% of the things you've written, but honestly, Kaiser Karmazin, from what I've read, it's really good, narratively speaking. The concepts that you use are always like some genius bonus stuff, you know, when you read something from culture or mythology and you can basically see what the author used as inspiration. I really like that when it's a lot. Definitely, it's like a guided tour from the author in concepts, but at the same time you get a nice story as well. Just win-win. Trust me, I'm going all out in terms of degeneracy and evil, some of it inspired by in real life events. Same, Kinox. Yeah, just do it, that's really nice. As I said before, better fictional than in real life, of course, but stories like that need to be told. Oh, I'm thinking of Guzzlord, true. Busshole. Me getting some German, not German, English names mixed again. Ah, okay, yeah. The mosquito is still funny though. I mean, I really don't like mosquitoes. I'm usually a big animal lover, but mosquitoes are really hard to love. And I mean, I don't blame them. Every animal wants to have a good life, and not even animal, just every single thing that is somehow considered to be life wants a good life, and can't blame them for that. Unfortunately for the female mosquito, that entails being annoying little MFs that steal your blood and leave you with a little spot, a little dot that's very itchy. And unfortunately they can give some really nasty diseases as well. But still, I don't have to like them. I don't have to like every animal. In fact, humans, for example, are one of the animals I don't really like that much. I'm not anti-human. I'm actually, funnily enough, a humanist, but let's just say I'm very disappointed in my species. I'd argue that out of all of my villains, Praetor is the most unjustified in his evil intentions. I want to find a reason that made him evil other than just jealousy. Ah, yeah, you want to give some more depth to why he actually is the way he is, and other than jealousy. I see that. It's definitely different angles where you can approach that. Still remember when you laugh at my villain's name, Odin Steinhoff? Is it that funny? But since I'm an outsider and I don't understand some German things, it doesn't mean anything bad. It's just, I mean, Odin, that's just the Greek, what am I saying? Nonsense. A Norse god. And Steinhoff is, Stein just is German for rock. And Hoff is usually, sometimes you have family names in Germany that end with Hoff. I don't know, it just is like a name that you'd see in a video game somewhere. I don't know why I laughed, it's just sounds vaguely plausible. Also, that one of my problems, some of the characters I made are hard to draw. That's why some of my characters I didn't draw them yet. I see, with that many arms and that many fingers, yeah, that's gonna be hard to draw. Thinking of creating a satanic state based on the kingdom of the Hellbomb from TNO. Imagine just a random person coming into the stream, hearing me say that, and then just being confused. That would be funny. What about a character that has a good motive or goal, but maybe that does things to reach that might be seen as evil? I think characters like that are interesting. Oh yeah, a well-intentioned extremist sometimes. I think that's the trope you're looking for. And yes, if that's written well, it's definitely very interesting, I agree. Mosquitoes are the worst, they're all attracted to biting me, my luck. Since I'm O- and mosquitoes love that blood type. Oh yeah, same. I mean, I'm not O-, I'm O+, or 0+. And it is indeed, that's indeed the case. They prefer that specific blood type, and I have that. And what they also prefer is women, apparently, which, well, I am. And for some strange reason, and I've actually read studies on that, it seems like that's a joke. Or just a fake made-up fact that someone's trying to spread on Facebook or something. But apparently mosquitoes prefer blonde people. And I'm all of those things, so... You know, when a mosquito, I always joke when they open up the menu in a restaurant, there's the menu du jour. The menu of the day, that's just a picture of me. And I'm not a fan of that. Definitely roll the one in that regard. But actually, we haven't had that many mosquitoes this year. I don't have that many, or at least barely any spots. which is good. But if you have lavendel a lot around surrounding your house or your apartment, that definitely helps. I don't like the smell of lavender. I don't want Praetor to be a Lucifer-like character. He desires the whole creation because he believes it is his birthright. He doesn't even know of the existence of the greater God. Yeah, that makes him different enough from Satan, definitely, or Lucifer. Or Beelzebub, he has many names. And my villain is half Nordic, which inspires his motives of creating the perfect Aryan race with vampires. Not first time I've read that, but I definitely still, even if the concept already exists, you can have your personal interesting spin to that. Oh, no wonder then, lol, blonde in my case. Oh, you're blonde as well? Well, yeah. I feel you, Kinox, I feel you, I know how it is. Predators and Predator, I just read that as Predator. For a second I thought, here we go, another shiny Machop, but no, that's a normal one. Praetor is impossible for me to draw. Giant mechanical brain made of gears and pipes, which a large spine made of wires attached to a new giant hands. Yeah, that's definitely... Yeah, how would you go about drawing that? Said hands are based off of mirror hand syndrome, but mirrored again to give them 16 fingers. You guys giving your OCs fingers and fingers and fingers gonna be very hard to animate. There's a reason a lot of old cartoon characters had only 4 fingers instead of 5. There are also mechanical hands with very much organic eyes in the middle of the palms. Oh, that's really metal. Definitely would make for a kick-ass metal cover. And an ambulance. Hopefully they'll get to that person as quickly as possible. Lucky you, unlike me, I live in the epicenter of mosquitoes, Florida. Yeah, at least I don't live in a mosquito-infested area. Mosquitoes can't suck my blood, I suck the blood. Yeah, because you're the vampire. Blonde with blue eyes. You see, yeah, apparently they like that. Maybe mosquitoes are racist or something. Oh no, yeah, I mean that would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Mosquitoes are bastards, that's why they're Nazis, because they're interchangeable. Stupid mosquito Nazis. One time I read an evolution fanfiction online with 500k words. 500k words! 500,000 words? 500,000 words for fanfiction? Wow! That's a lot of words for a fanfiction that some person wrote. Wow. Had something like that as a plot, and it's very interesting because it portrays the villain as a villain at the start, but then as the story goes on, it makes you question if they really are evil, or if there's even good and evil in the story at all. I see. More morally grey, more moral ambivalence. And then it's a fan fiction, but yeah, sometimes there's hidden gems just waiting to be discovered, and they're just a fan fiction or something like that some guy made. I mean, I'm writing books, so thankfully Praetor doesn't need to be animated. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing in this case. I feel discriminated, I'm oppressed by mosquito supremacy. Stupid mosquitoes. Right. Excuse me, I took a bite out of the sandwich again. Good thing I don't have to animate anything because I'm writing a light novel, and well, I'm probably gonna have to find an illustrator. Well, this is a good time to plug for my husband. He is an artist. He actually has a bachelor's degree in art, more specifically animation, but he also does commissions, and his personal strength is character design. But yeah, he's also more than capable of being an illustrator. So yeah, plug and shout out to my husband. Need to make sure Praetor is perfectly written so that he is presented evil, then is able to persuade the audience that he isn't actually evil. Yeah, I see. But is actually evil. Will the audience fall for the character's manipulation tactics? Crazy when you find 500,000 word evolution fanfiction that actually does a good job of bringing up the question of good versus evil and actually makes you think. Yeah, I think that person should maybe start writing some books. Do you have the link of that fanfiction? Or do you know the name? Gonna have a lot of fun designing the characters and flags of the fictional nations. Yeah, there's whole subreddits where people just design fake or fictional flags, and it's just so fun. Some are really good at it even, like really, really good. There we go. I totally commissioned your husband. That would be nice. I definitely need to... hang on, I need to post a link to his... What would be the best? At least I think I'm gonna ask him. So funky monkey ball music. I'm gonna go so far to find music for the anthems. Oh yeah, a musical. That's quite ambitious. Musical composition. That's definitely another art form. Oh, you have it? In fact, I already have the anthem for Gaia's Black Phantoms. It's Wir sind die Gaia's schwarze Haufen. If you need correction for the German, that just let me know. I won't charge you for that because I don't feel that would be fair. Sent me the commission info and totally commission your husband in the near future. Well, there is Cosmicam. Thanks for the shout out. You're welcome, darling. Always a pleasure. Still renovating my portfolio on Patreon so I can mostly just show my social media art. Yeah, it's still being done, but yeah, he's very good, definitely. And I'm not just saying that because I'm married to him, but if you know, no, that was now a bad timing. I hit the A button too early. Oh well. Just the pictures he drew when he was 6 years old, like they're so good quality. It looked like a adult drew it. That's, I know there's some inherent talent, and he's trained as well. I think that's best of both worlds. My man Cosmicam, yeah. Yeah, a lot of creative people in the chat. I really like that. And I am okay with people plugging for their stuff, as long as it's not excessive. Like, just spamming it every other second, but just one plug like that, definitely okay. I want to actually give a platform as well just to creative people, because I think they deserve it. Come on, crows, where are you? There's some good food outside. Don't want the rats to get it, or the owl. Sometimes the owl, I mean, owls eat meat, right? They're carnivores. They might also be interested in that salami piece. Oh yeah, you should definitely give out your Discord here, darling. My bad about the Windows error sound. Still no shiny. Okay, I have to head out. I'll see you later, and thanks for the stream. Yeah, thank you for being part of the stream, and see you tomorrow, hopefully. So, have fun, Kaiser Karmazin. And have a good one. I'm gonna be an a-hole to my main characters too. I have a lot of tragedy planned for them. Hahaha. Yeah, well, as an author, you sometimes have to do that, definitely. Can't be coddling them all. Fish. Welcome back, ONR. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Are you here for the random words again? Just send me the Discord when you can, Yana, so I can talk to your husband sometime soon. Yeah, sure, you can find and message me on Yana's Discord. Yeah, he's on there as well. He's one of the main admins there. And yes, on my Discord server there's also a sub-channel for the basically for creative, anything creative, where you can actually just talk to other people who make art, write stories, anything of that sort. And yeah, political science. I also have a friend who also studied that. Or international politics, at least. Very... No, I did it again. I hit A too early. Okay, will do. Thanks. See you all soon. Yes, Kaiser comes and see you tomorrow, hopefully. Goodbye. As for me, I plan to stream for about 4 hours, like until midnight. Midnight my time, of course. Poppy and Paxton. Okay. I think political science is interesting, even though I don't like politics. Yeah, it is, definitely. Maybe you don't like politics, or do you not like the way politics are going right now, because... Definitely understand that. That's where I got an A+, actually. I got surprised. My professor was amazed by my essay. He literally shouted A+. Oh, nice one. Really nice. Wow. That's really good. Right, this timing was more correct. Let's see if it really is the case. What do you have? Not a shiny. I saw you, Crow. I see you. There's food here. People probably think I'm crazy, but yeah. Just think that befriending wild animals or just animals in general is easier than befriending humans. At least that's my experience. Oh, stop! You're making me blush. But I mean, come on. That is quite an achievement, actually. I mean, I've went to university as well. I know how complex and hard it can sometimes be to get such a score in a specific class. A lot of university professors really have very high standards, which I don't blame them for. I think that's actually very understandable. It's university after all, it's academia. You do need to be at a certain level of competence. So yeah, that is quite an achievement, definitely. Oops. I think Weedle is just so cute. I don't understand Misty in the anime just being very creeped out by those bugs, but I would definitely cuddle a Weedle. Just that big red nose, just so cute. My brain just thinks too much, like I'll randomly just think deeply about some philosophical topic in my head or something, and I have a love and hate relationship with that. Oh, I also sometimes just at 4 AM I just think of the implications of consciousness out of nowhere, and then I just have to finish a certain train of thought. But I don't have a hate relationship with that, even though it is sometimes annoying or distracting. I kind of like it. You did a lot of research? Yeah, well, then it's completely deserved. Right, let's try again. Got a lot of tries after all. And next Wednesday is gonna be interesting as well, since I posted this on the Discord. There's a way with Q-Charm I can get some very interesting shinies. Like a Ralts. I can actually get a male shiny Ralts. Previously I just didn't think of the possibility of using a Q-Charm. But I do have a male cute charmer, so a Pokemon with the ability Q-Charm. And yes, I checked, I can actually get a male Ralts, which is really nice. Alright, so that means you can both get a male and a female Ralts, shiny Ralts from me. And the nice thing about that, obviously, being the fact that you can choose between a shiny Gardevoir and a shiny Gallade. Male femboy Gardevoir, yeah, if you want to, that would be possible as well. Fun fact, the Japanese name for Gardevoir is actually Sa Naito, which is Sir Knight, so that's a very male name. But then again, yes, Gardevoir usually is more shown as very feminine, especially if you look at the Mega Evolution with the bridal gown. Really nice one, and I mean the Mega Evolution for Gardevoir with the black dress, just so good. It's a really wonderful shiny. Not even a goth, but I like and the music has stopped. I like black shinies. They just always work really well. Alright, let's go for the Monkey Ball 2 Oast, or original soundtrack. Japan had no problem with femboys in the Edo period. Yeah, they were actually, yeah, exactly. That's what I've come across as well. That was not only in Japan, other cultures also had, not femboy maybe, but maybe that's a bit too loud. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is good. A third gender has been known in India for thousands of years. And there's other such examples. Hey there, Mac and Cheese. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Mac and Cheese, yeah. I don't think I've ever had that. Does it have to be a specific cheese strain? Like, does it have to be a very specific kind of cheese? Still no shiny. Oh, shiny Grimer, where are you? Chat is on fire tonight, that's definitely interesting. Then I can talk about a lot of things. And I just like exchanging information about a lot of topics. Can we talk about how Sylveon is literally trans colors? Yeah, that's true. Sylveon literally has the colors that you have in the trans flag. I don't know if that is if that was a coincidence or if that was planned, but still, isn't Sylveon some kind of a trans symbol? At least it's a evolution that a lot of trans people like because of the colors. And it is very feminine looking, even though most of them are male. Eevee just tends to be male. That's quite a library of games and consoles that you got there, Kinox. When Sylveon was new, like when the design was shown and no one knew what the type was, for a very short and brief time I thought it's gonna be dragon type because of the pink and blue, because in Generation 3 dragon type just has... Right, I think I'm gonna show it when I can, because I actually have a dragon type in the team. Okay, so yeah, that's not a shiny. But the dragon type has like red and blue in its typing. Like when you look at this. Oh no, not in Generation 3, my bad. In Generation 4, I think. But anyway, that was a very stupid reason for me to think, oh, might be dragon type, because there's nothing dragony about it, right? It doesn't look like a dragon at all. Yeah, fairy type, that's actually a, does look like a fairy. At least it gives off that impression. Eevee has the starter gender ratio, so by extension Sylveon has that too, yeah, exactly. Which is something that I never liked, but then again, I kind of understand why they did it. It's so that you don't get EVs that quickly, or starters, because if the Pokemon is female, then the baby's gonna be the species of the mother and never of the father. And that is, but still, you get a very close in Generation 2 in Johto, on the same route where the Pokemon daycare is, where you can breed them, there's Ditto. So that's kind of pointless making the gender differences like that. I don't know. Not the differences, sorry, the ratio. At least that's my opinion, but I don't think they're gonna change that. My first console was the NES, same. Kinox, same. Not mine, theoretically, it was my dad's, but still. First home console that I ever played. And the console is obviously older than me. I mean, I was born in the 90s, not in the 80s. Guess I would have thought that was a bug of flying, but both would be a huge stretch. Yeah, for a second I also thought, could it be flying? But then again, a flying evolution wouldn't be pink, right? It would predominantly be sky blue. At least if you look at how the other evolutions are, the color corresponds to the type they represent. Except for Leafeon, and that's one tiny little thing that I don't like about Leafeon, how yellow, brown, beige it is. Like, that's really a little nitpick that I have. I would have preferred if it was more green. But other than that, they have a color that represents their type, and I don't see any reason as to why a bug type or a flying type evolution would be pink. A bug type one would definitely be lime green, or at least a bright green. That's what the bug type usually is represented by. And flying, as you can see, is a bright blue. So that would definitely be the colors I would choose if I would have to design a evolution. Alright, my husband once drew a flying type evolution that really looks good. I have to remind him to post that in the Discord. And still no shiny Grimer. I don't know if Kinox 12, I don't know if you heard of this console, but it's so powerful. I'm not saying buy it, but suggesting it's Steam Deck. My husband has a Steam Deck as well, and he's really enjoying it. So yeah, Ahmed, he's right. Ahmed is definitely right on this. It seems to be a very good console. It can run all PlayStation games and Xbox and PC, and emulate all Nintendo consoles. Yeah, you can even emulate old Windows OS on it, and even some Apple OS. If you really know what you're doing, you can do a lot on the Steam Deck if you are knowledgeable. So definitely a good suggestion. Feel like I actually like it, the gender ratio, like it's kind of a lore reason why those Pokemon are so rare. Probably harder to reproduce and grow population if most of the population is male. Yeah, that does make sense. I do see that. I just think some evolutions just look more feminine. But then again, you can have a feminine looking Pokemon that's male, that's okay. Like Milotic, or you know, the newest starter, the water starter, very feminine looking, especially as it evolves, or the Alola water starter also becomes very feminine, even though most of them are male. Yes, it can even emulate Nintendo Switch games if you know how to do it, definitely. Bug because of the feelers, I guess. Yeah, not a good, I mean, I can't really justify why I thought that, but probably was because I didn't think they would introduce a new type. But they did. Jeffy, yes, ONR, Jeffy. ONR, just like bro drops into the stream, doesn't say anything else, just random things or random names, and then that's it. Actually stumbled upon Sylveon by accident. I played with my Eevee in Y, taught her a fairy type move, which is the requirement, and my jaw dropped when it evolved. Yeah, and also it needs 2 hearts, as in with Pokémon Ami. It needs to have 2 hearts and then it will evolve. Yeah, exactly. Did you hear that? There was some cawing outside. Yeah, you should come. There's some good food here. Just for you. Still no shiny. Wonder if there are a lot of gay evolutions if most of the population is male. That's a question I don't think Nintendo is ever gonna answer. Imagine Nintendo makes game gay advance and game trans advance. Then conservatives everywhere would their head would explode probably because they think it's too woke. A squo. Okay. Yeah, sure. A squo. Oh, you retracted that? Never mind then. No, the internet works though. Weird. Alright, should work now, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know, oops, my bad. Sometimes it randomly buffers and I even don't know why. There's no internet problems, at least I would see that. That has happened once, unfortunately. But it seems to be working now again. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna say it again. Once I get the hang of how to RNG eggs, like RNG manipulate eggs to get shinies, the very first Pokemon I'm gonna go for will be Eevee. Definitely. I do need a shiny Eevee that knows specific moves, especially baton pass and other moves that are gonna help me with roamers. I'm gonna go for the shiny roamers as well. I mean, in Sapphire it will be a Latias. Unfortunately, the roamers in Ruby and Sapphire are glitched to have really bad IVs. And that's a glitch, that's not intentional. So they're not gonna have the IVs that are shown in Pokéfinder, unfortunately, so that Latias will not really be usable competitively. At least not until I transfer it to a generation where I can bottle cap it. But it needs to be level 100 then. Yo, Yanan, I'll be right back in an hour if you're still live. Gotta get them dogs. Well, hope you're still here. Alright, yeah, I'm still gonna be streaming in 1 hour. So have fun with the doggos. Give them some good love from me. Doggos always deserve love. Dogs are wonderful creatures. And see you in an hour. After this keyboard, yeah, it's all good. Just beat Pokemon Platinum with this team: Infernape, Magnezone, Togekiss, Garchomp, Milotic or Milotic, and Scyther. Oh, that's a that's a good team. Got a lot of different types. See you guys in an hour. Yeah, see you in an hour. I wonder, are the crows a bit too shy to take it here? It is getting dark though, so If they don't eat it today, I'm definitely not gonna have that lying outside for the night, because then the rats will get it, and that's not the point. I don't want to attract rats. I want to give the crows something to chow on. Befriending crows is really fun. I definitely say it's worth it when they recognize you everywhere you go. Can we say the F word here in chat, or do you prefer not? Yeah, you can say it. I'll try to not read it out. That's all. But some people have gotten me to do that accidentally. A squirrel took a fry from a goose and the goose attacked the squirrel. Okay. That definitely happened somewhere. Squirrels and goose, or geese in this case, are definitely like that. Oh, being clumsy again. Still no shiny Grimer, how come? Still got a Duskull that I also want to hunt. Maybe a Makuhita as well. What else? Gulpin, Jigglypuff. Maybe Vulpix. I think I have a square shiny Vulpix, but not a star shiny Vulpix. I think I need a new box, and like on the PC here, for a whole new box for star shinies, since I can get a lot of star shinies here. Wait 10 seconds. Alright, let's see. Ah, there we go! Shiny Grimer, finally! Look at that green pile of slime. It took me long enough. There we go. And now he forbids me to use Super Fang. Squirrel is no longer alive. Yeah, you don't mess with a goose. Definitely not. Right, let's use a Pokeball. Nest ball, it fits, it's green. The hearts that come out, very funny. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got it. Nice. Shiny Grimer caught. Wonderful. So I can actually leave this place and then fly to the next one. So Makuhita, where could I get this one? There's a lot of Granite Cave, let's see. Makuhita. Yeah, there's one. So let's go to Granite Cave. Oh, it's actually the exact same frame, so I don't even need to change. Even regarding the delay, because it's in a cave, it's exactly the same frame. Nice. So let's heal. You should read this entire sentence out loud. I'm definitely not gonna say F in this sentence. Nice try! I'm gonna save because I do have a shiny now. Remember the Soviet monsters? Fun fact, I come up with this idea of him when I was 8 years old. I also inspired him from our old refrigerator plus General Grievous. Wait, your old refrigerator? How come? You definitely need... You need to tell me why or how, because... Alright, that's a full box of shinies. Star shinies specifically. So, here's my square ones. Level 50. Do I have another box for... That's empty. Yeah, let's take this one. And then just, I don't know, shiny star, something like that, STR, that should make it understandable. There we go. And that's gonna be the... yeah, that's gonna be the next box, because as you saw earlier, I just have so many of them. Let's put that one as it. Alright, this one and then the next one. It's gonna be a lot. There we go. That is done. A month ago I saw a rat and a fox. Actually, or is that one of the funny things you always just say? Oh, you took it out of the chat. But yeah, I saw wild rats and wild foxes. Where I live, they can also be seen and found. Right, first floor, this should be it. Taking a bit of distance from the guy in the entrance, near the entrance, who is turning around, because that can advance your frames. You don't want that. So without any further ado, let's hunt for Makuhita. It's a nice shiny, it's like red. And then, yeah, Duskull is up next. That would be nice. I was trying for that one for a couple of times, and for some reason I just didn't get it. Maybe I can get a... yeah, can I get a square and a star shiny one? Well, a star one for the... For beginners, that would be nice. I mean, I did make a new box now, so I have space for more shinies. Okay, let's see. Remember, if the background from that uses move action, if that is blue, then you need to use another delay in case you're in a cave and using Sweet Scent. If you're using Sweet Scent, the background is blue of that banner that you just saw. Use 268 as your delay. And if it's black, then it's 261. This is for Sweet Scent only, not for Rock Smash, for example. The delay seems to be 85 regardless if you're in a cave or not. At least from my experience. The rat was not happy. Well, you know, that fox certainly saw that rat as a snack, so yeah, not too surprising. Right, 5 seconds. Let's see. Luckily, these resets don't take too long. My dad had a refrigerator that my dad bought from the USSR. Ah, okay. Long time ago. Since the 80s, because my dad used to work with the USSR. That refrigerator had a USSR flag on it, and that's how I was inspired. Ah, that makes sense. Hey there, Arch. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Boo. You scared me. How you doing, Arch? Gotten some shinies. Going pretty well. Considering that on some Wednesdays I didn't get a single shiny, but yeah, picking up some slack, I would say. I'm in pain, but high nonetheless. Oh no. Hopefully that will go away soon. Get well soon, Arch. Pain is no joke. Wonder when James will come by if he does come. This is the Super Monkey Ball 2 original soundtrack. He's gonna love that. Right now I'm looking for a shiny Makuhita. Just gotten a shiny Grimer before. And 2 shiny Machops, even though the first one was planned, the second one wasn't. And after the Makuhita, I will be going for a Duskull. Wildcard Wednesday. Yeah. That felt like it was a good input. Let's see. The truth will come out. And no, it's a Zubat. Working in a silly little world for my OCs and where an Esper civilization lives. That sounds like something I wrote when I was a tad younger. But I definitely understand the urge. If you like some fictional characters so much you want to give them in their own world, I definitely understand that. Boo is the name of one of my brother's dogs. That's cute. What kind of dog is it? Like there's so many breeds. Is they mutt or is they a specific breed? Now the monkey ball fight music. Actually cooking right now. Oh, what are you cooking? I also like to listen to streams while doing household chores. Still a Zubat. I need to go out and buy things, but I want to watch the stream. Aww. You can still go out and buy things and come back later. What time is it? 22:14? Yeah, I'm gonna stream for an hour and a half. Like, I wanted to stop at, like before midnight, so... Oh, cooking them, like the mean, let them cook, alright. I see. No? Oh well, that's up to you. I don't force anyone who to watch my stream. Stream better? Well, thank you. Let's see what I'll get now. Ah, there we go! Shiny Makuhita. Wonderful. That was much faster than the other ones. Right, let's Super Fang you. Oh, it's a mixed one. Finnegan. Is that another name of a dog? Or do you just randomly say that? Alright. Gonna put you to sleep. I'm forcing you to watch the stream or you're banned. Makuhita. Yeah. Right, let's use a... I have 6 Premier Balls I can try. Premier Ball is just a really nice looking ball. 1, 2, 3. And we got it. Nice. So Makuhita is caught. Wonderful. Let's save. And then we can go for what? Let my chat decide. Would you prefer to see a shiny Gulpin? Or would you rather see a shiny Duskull first? So, wait, I can actually do a poll in my stream. beware of that NPC, because if he turns around, that's just gonna mess up with your frame advancements. So do keep that in mind. Duskull, Gulpin, or Jigglypuff. There we go. I started a poll. I'm just gonna, I don't know, here. Wait, is Duskull like 100%? Understandable. Need to go to the doctor's. Bone poking at my skin makes me feel like Sans on them. Well, hopefully that will be good soon. I love chilling Sans Undertale. Duskull. So Duskull is winning right now, 67%. Let's put that shiny Makuhita into the box. There we go. Don't know why, but my brain is telling me I need to pick Gulpin. Well then, pick Gulpin. Right, route 121. Is that a route where I can already start hunting one, or no? There's no Duskulls here. Then it has to be Mount Pyre. Okay, the first to third floor only give me Shuppet. Fourth and sixth floor will give me Duskull. Oh, no thanks, that's way too late. The exterior will give me what? Summit, Duskull. Oh, I gotta go to the summit. That's no problem though. Yeah, looks like Duskull is winning. Gulpin these nuts. It's the tomb for the wrist. Finnegan is a fox from Save a Fox. Is that like a channel or an organization? Save a Fox. Oh, that sounds good. I like it when animals are saved. Duskull is a really nice shiny though. It's like really comes, it pops out, especially in Generation 3. A lot of shinies look very good in Generation 3. I'm gonna get annoyed by several wild Pokemon while going there. But yeah, the Duskull won, so that's the shiny that I'm gonna hunt. I need to go to the exterior and then the top of Mount Pyre. Well, I always go back down here, I don't know why, just instinctively. Yeah, this is the mount, or the summit of this mountain. I have a lot of random things I can say. Sure, you wouldn't be the first one to put random stuff in the comments or in the chat. So let's save here. Alright, so exactly one frame will give me a Duskull. It's frame 3361. So without any further ado, let's go for that. Did you know every 5 steps you take is a step? Yeah, definitely. Wait, so this is essentially Mount Pyre is where people put their dead or deceased Pokemon, right? So all the ghosts here, are they deceased Pokemon? Are they souls from Pokemon that have died? And if so, are the shiny ghosts, have they been shiny in their previous lives as a non-ghost? Or yes or no? That's like, I want to know these things, even though they're not even important. Hey there, Emo Kid. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Hopefully not too emo today. As in, I actually want my viewers to be happy. or hey Papyrus, what's the skeleton's favorite instrument? Sans, shut the hell up. Okay. $33, indeed, 33. It's the trombone. Oh, that's bad. Although in character, I have to say. Buffy and Boo. Is Buffy another one? Another dog? Like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I never really watched that show. But when I talk to other women, it seems to be really popular among women. Hey there, Alex. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I'm doing fine. Yeah, I've had a couple of good days. Glad to see you being back. Also got a couple of shinies. Right now I'm looking for a shiny Duskull. Democratically elected. And shout out to one of my patrons, Alex. There are more, fun fact, there are more female fighting gym leaders in Pokemon than male. Oh, are they? I never actually counted them all. No, 3 fighting gyms and only 1 fighting gym with male leader. Yeah, that's the one from Generation 3, right? And the other ones are girls, if I don't mistakenly remember anything. Omni emos are cool, okay? Yeah, I never said anything about them being not cool. It's just, I actually want them to be happy though. What a new music, let's dance. Yeah, it's the original soundtrack from Super Monkey Ball 2. At least some music that I played in the past I got copyright, not strikes, but I tried to play Video Game Ost because that is usually okay with the algorithm. I have electricity from 8 AM today and still here, nice. So for basically a whole day, Super Monkey Ball, yes. Really good game, one of the best GameCube games. Where's James when you need him? Yeah, I know he would be coming late, but yeah, he'll definitely be happy about the Monkey Ball music. Oh yeah, Iraq, Ukraine was today at the Olympics. Right, I keep forgetting that the Olympic Games are starting now. Or that they're already happening. I'm not a sports games watcher. I always hear about stuff like that from the side or like other people who are watching it. Let's see. Alright, doesn't look like James will be able to join. Shut the hell up, Sans. Didn't watch, I was busy with my server. Well, that's... But yeah, how's the progress going with your server thing? Arch, are you okay? I fell from the light hog, or should I fight? What? Like in Undertale, will you fight or will you show mercy? Oh my god, it's such a nice thing, but hardware is too old for that thing. I see. Made it on old laptop with 3rd generation Intel. It is crap now. Yeah, okay, I get how that's not gonna be as performative as if you would do the same thing with new hardware. Fell from a cave on Mount Ebott. I faced an evil talking flower in a pot. Just trample the stupid flower. Explains the plot. Yeah, that's basically the plot of it. Alright, 10 seconds, let's see. Have a media server, I can stream 4K HDR movies to my TV or laptop or phone. I can stream lossless music to my phone and computers. That's really nice. Okay, that's a Duskull, but it's not a shiny. Try again. Toriel saves me, takes me to her home and hooks me up with a brand new monster phone. Yeah, she is very motherly, and that was really nicely done how it showed. Yeah, how she probably had a child already in back then, and that she lost it, and she was yearning for another child. That's definitely really tragic, but well done. Well, yeah, I think they did a good job on that. Alright, 7 seconds. Have all my books from library there with web interface. I have a personal tinfoil server to install games on my Switch with 2 clicks. Nice, very nice. I have 4 terabyte NAS storage. Oh, that didn't work. Let's do that again. Okay, I won't say that. Can we time machine copies from my MacBook by just connecting it to my home Wi-Fi? I know you don't mean a literal time machine, although that would be really cool. Oh yeah, right, the music that's playing right now is actually unused, that's why it is not familiar to me. Even though I have thousands of hours into Super Monkey Ball 2, I never heard this particular track playing because, well, if it's unused. I think now all the fanfares are coming. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna skip the fanfares. They're always gonna be very short anyway. Oh, that one is really nice. Monkey target. Should I be a pacifist, 100% not Ahmed, or should I use my fists? Classic. Have a virtual machine with Debian to play with, web hosting and server settings. I'm new to that thing, but I decided to develop it on server, not on my local machine. Yeah, that definitely has its pros and cons to develop something on a server and not on a local machine. Time Machine is system-wide backup tool for Mac OS. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. I knew it was a Mac computer program, but I forgot for what it was exactly. But it's funny that's called Time Machine. Someone wants to wipe out the monster race, Jesus. And all these things run on 2-core old CPU. I'm back, did I miss anything? No, until now, no shiny Duskull. all this experience, there's no way that I'll use. I won't stop, I'm feeling rude. Latios dance, Latios dance, okay. Arch is going, he's having the time of his life right now. Right, 10 seconds. One of these resets needs to be the correct one. The Makuhita came really quickly. Hopefully the same will be for the Duskull. Now watch me move. Won't stop, I'm feeling rude. Oh yeah, I read your little Latios dance comment. That was another fanfare, I think. Yeah. It's called Time Machine because you can open Time Machine mode like Windows Explorer, but explore all the files as they were at a different time snapshots and copy old versions of files to current system. Yeah, that's actually a good name for a program like that. Forgot the rest of the lyrics. Yeah, I thought so, that that was some kind of song, at least some kind of fan-made song. This is the Monkey Ball Soccer or football theme. It's called Monkey Ball Soccer here, but I'm European, it's football to me. Welcome back, Ahmed. Right. Nope, not a shiny. Let's try again. The shiny Bagon, that's definitely I need to advance in the story on Sapphire. That way I'll get the HM for Waterfall and then I can actually hunt for a shiny Bagon. At least I can also do it on Emerald. Want real-time video transcoding at that server, so probably I need a newer CPU. That's fair. But laptop is good now. I don't need external battery for electricity situation. Laptop has battery. Yeah, that's definitely a thing to consider. Who would win, me versus Jumping Spider? Well, you're a human and Jumping Spiders are pretty small, so think you. Or you're completely afraid of spiders, then I guess the Jumping Spider will win. I always think it's really funny animals that just jump and then it's like on frame 1 they're there and on frame 2 they're gone. I don't know why, but I think that's just so funny. It's really funny to me. I can't even explain how or why. I'd lose. I think Jumping Spiders are really cute. FreeBSD is nice and easy, works as a charm. Had a much more troubles with Linux. Is FreeBSD also on Windows? Don't think I've used it. Hey there, Fiery Chameleon, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Also shout out to one of my patrons, the Fiery Chameleon. You'd lose against a spider? What Jumping Spider? Yeah, I mean that specific species, at least I think. Oh, and the Fiery Chameleon, in case you want to trade the rest of the shinies, we can do that actually right now because I have my phone here and I can just trade like that. With Pokemon Home. You're the only content creator whose streams I watch religiously. Really? Thank you, Emo Kid. That's really kind of you. Like, really religiously? Like, do you watch every single stream? I mean, not a newer CPU, but newer iGPU, newer CPU. Ah, okay, yeah. But maybe I can use NVIDIA card for that laptop for transcoding. Didn't try that. Yeah, that's another possibility, definitely. Lion, zebra, giraffe, hippo. Alright, Owen R. Omnit's fiery chameleon, not chameleon. Sometimes I abbreviate it. Not everyone has a short name as you have, Arch. Sometimes people just say Omni, just like you. Don't usually watch live streams, don't know why, but I like to watch these streams though. Thank you, that's really kind. Guess I appreciate the small community, and I can actually talk with the streamer and the members of the community. I'm the best part of the community. Yeah, I really hope that I have a chameleon. Well, I have a fiery chameleon right here. But that my community... Yeah, it should definitely feel like a good space that you want to be. Just to wind down from a long day, or to have very interesting, sometimes morbid discussions. I try to since I found your channel. That's very kind of you, Emo Kid. I really appreciate it. Oh, hey there, James. You managed to make it. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I'm playing Monkey Ball 2 music for a long time now. It's definitely was a good choice. That game just has so many bops. Carmelian, yeah, sometimes I say Charmeleon, sometimes I say Carmeleon, don't even know why. But yeah, if you're down to trade the rest of the shinies that you can get for the month, then hop on to Pokemon Home on your phone and we can do that. Thought I joined briefly when walking to the store again. How it's been so far? Was it Monkey Golf 2 music I heard before this? Yeah, I think so, and also just basically I'm going through the whole Super Monkey Ball 2 OST now. Isn't it like Charcoal Million? I kind of need more Pokemon to trade with in my Violet. Ah, that's fair. Tell me once you're ready and then we can trade the rest. Nice place to hang out, you know? Yeah, that's part of... I mean, that's definitely something I wanted to achieve. To be honest, I wouldn't be alive without Yana's streams. Is that true, Arch? Because it is. If it is, then I'm really happy. I definitely want to spread happiness, or just in general positive emotions, whatever they might be. And if that's true, then I'm really happy. And you're welcome. Definitely, completely welcome. You would totally murrup like a cat. Sleep. I'm gonna sleep later. Like around in an hour. When I'm done. My abbreviations are Charm, Char, Fiery, TFC. So many names. And you definitely seem like a nice person, just a nice safe place, I guess. Thank you, Smokey Mario, that's really kind. I try to be, you know, just be nice. Being a nice person costs you exactly $0. And can't believe that some streamers out there are just really arrogant and I don't know, why would people give money to a person like that? But unfortunately, sometimes it's the most arrogant ones that get the most money. Alright, who texted me? Oh, you booked the flight to me in November. Nice, James. Gotten your message. How's the stream so far? Yeah, I've gotten several shinies. Yeah, it's going really good actually. And right now I'm looking for a shiny Duskull. The normal one is grey-white, and the shiny is really a piercing red. Yes, it is. I also literally could have been through some threatening events without. Really? Oh, that's really kind. Thank you. And you're welcome. I'm really glad I could do that. You know, since some people on the internet do the opposite, they give people to, they push people towards the edge of their emotional comfort, which is horrible. And I'm always glad that my content makes people happy. That's what I want. Wouldn't be dead without these streams or anything, but these streams do make my life a lot happier. That's wonderful. Oh, that's really nice to read. That is very good to read, actually. We got something that is 1 out of 500. Wow, that's quite rare. To be honest, I don't know what is actually happening gameplay-wise. I see. You don't need to understand that. But I love the streams because of the conversations that happen. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I don't get any shiny at all, and it's still the conversations that are really... At least that's what the most entertaining part is to me as well. So you got 2 out of 2 items that are 1 in 500. Nice. You want calamari? I don't have calamari. And even if I had, how would I give it to you, ONR? Remember years ago I got the same vibes from you, that you would just be a chill person to be around, so it's actually nice being able to, I guess, be here and talk to you and such through streams. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm very, I mean, sometimes I'm too nice and too tolerant. And I know some people say stop virtual signaling or stop saying that, that's not a problem. Oh no, it is. I've tolerated some really nasty behavior from some real life friends before, and I definitely need, that's one of my, I guess, my biggest flaws. But I just, you know, I've been in situations before where, or during times where I was really badly treated by peers. And I just thought to myself, that's horrible. I do not want to repeat that under any circumstances. I just want to be a person that people can rely on, and that who is tolerant, who doesn't give you the feeling that you are not welcome, you know. I think we need more people like that, and just you can keep saying we need change, just be the change. Be the change you want to see, and that's definitely gonna help. I'm gonna start casting spells, oh boy. It's gonna hex my stream now. Honestly, everyone in the streams makes me at least very happy, especially Carmelian, Ahmed, Kaiser, and everyone else. Yeah, I got some really nice viewers, I really have to admit that. Okay, now all the... so many fanfares. Let's skip to a longer track. No one is singled out. Yeah, that's what I want. Well, except for people who say very bad and nasty stuff, but that really rarely happens, at least I think so. Never thought anyone would think that I make them happy, but thanks, Arch. See, Ahmed? You're more appreciated than you think you are, so hopefully that makes you happy as well. Watch what happens when I cast a spell, I don't know. Oh boy. Okay, James, just you retracted your message, so no idea what you said. Art just said so true, James. You said the wrong thing, alright. Now I kind of want to know what you said because I didn't catch it. I was looking at the gameplay happening and at Eontimer. But if you don't want to say it, that's okay. Was it something really bad or nasty? Can't speak for everyone else, but I guess most people out here for Yana and the community, not really the gameplay. Not that I'm not interested in the gameplay too, but it's not why I'm here. Well, I leave that to the viewers, whenever they're here for the discussions or the gameplay. I mean, I do plan on doing other streams as well, like Chow Garden streams and other games. And I just wanted there to be more RNG manipulation streams because I think it's interesting. They are not, at least I don't know a lot of them. I was a girl in my car, me, woman in the car, man when I get out, trans car. Okay, interesting concept. Right. Schwiniger's arch, when he is in the car, he cannot tell what gender it is. Alright. Message said I was a girl in my car, but I meant to say a girl in my high school class would constantly say it costs nothing to be nice, yet she was awful to everyone. Practice what you preach, people. It's not that hard. But yeah, just reading I was a girl in my car out of context, that is pretty weird. I should have said you should try sometime, but instead I pointed out all the mean stuff she did to people that day. Just typical autist, just being brutally, crushingly honest. And then people that are manipulative and evil like that, they just can't fathom that. That's why they usually don't like autistic people, because we can be super, extremely honest. And we don't care if they think that's gonna ruin their little social game, because usually that flies above our heads, or we just don't see it as valid. Definitely have some interesting reactions in my past as well. I'm here because I was an old fan of Yana's back all of those years ago, but when I saw her streams I checked them out. Yeah, Fiery Chameleon or Charmeleon is a OG fan, but new fans are also welcome. Just mean don't really care too much exactly what you stream. I'll be interested to watch either way. I was a girl in my car generally, I think that's true. Yeah, I'm also, if I'm in my car, I'm also a girl. Now that you say it, maybe it's deep inside. Alright, a skull please, hope I'll get one within the hour. Then I can go on to Gulpin. Now that's a Duskull, alright, but it's not a shiny one. If I'm not mistaken, it can learn an attack that will hurt itself. Oh well, it learns that attack at level 34, but the Duskull I'll get is level 28, so luckily that won't happen. So yeah, if a ghost in these games, if they use curse, they'll sacrifice some HP and they will, well, give your Pokemon a curse, so they'll lose a certain amount of HP every round. But if a non-ghost Pokemon uses curse, then the effects are completely different. Then it's like you just boost your attack and defense at the cost of your speed. So speed goes down, attack and defense go up. One time she found out I didn't do my homework and she was like, I'm just gonna make you feel bad. And I was like, for what? Not doing my homework? Yeah, good luck with that. I hardly ever did my homework. Yeah. One time I became a girl when playing a Bratz game on the PS2. Oh wow, which Bratz game was it? I still remember that review from Kadikarus. Do you know that YouTuber? He made a review about the Bratz game on the PS2, and I love that video. It's really funny. Can only recommend watching that video. I mean, I never was a fan of Bratz, but yeah, I was or am still a very girly girl, but I never liked playing with dolls. Especially as a kid, I just never liked dolls. I wasn't creeped out by them, like some people are, but I just didn't like humans, and I much preferred playing with animal figurines or toys or plushies than with dolls. I didn't have any faith in humanity when I was a child. I guess I have that more now. I wish I was a girl. Is it that specific Bratz game? Oh geez, it's not really that good now, is it? My husband always jokingly says, should I become a CEO of a company, then I'll be the hero Chow version of the evil CEO in that Bratz game. Because I'm also a blonde 30-something woman who wears a lot of pink, like that hot pink, that fuchsia magenta. Just like that villain in the game. But other than her, I'm not evil. So at one point in that game, one of the Bratz girls, I actually don't know their names at all, but she brings that boss, that really annoying Karen boss, a hamburger, and she flips out because that was not such good timing. She flips out because, oh, how dare you give me carbs? I'm gonna be fat. I'm crazy. I wouldn't fire someone for giving me a free burger. I would just be like, wow, hopefully it is a cheeseburger without tomatoes, just like I like it. I don't like tomatoes, unfortunately. I became a girl playing with my sister's Barbies. Games making your kids trans, confirmed, I guess. Never liked the game myself, was playing it a couple of times to help my sister with the game. Oh, that's kind of you. I know the girly stuff I had, usually my brother wouldn't want to have anything to do with that, which is kind of unfortunate, seeing as I played with boy stuff with boys, because I didn't really care. Why must there be things for girls and things for boys? Can't we just like what we like? Yeah, I mean, if I ever have kids and my son wants a Barbie and my daughter wants the football stuff, I just give them what they want, not what is expected of their gender. Like, I don't care. Evil omniverse. Well, in a way, yes. My husband always jokes, you know, when he says Hero Chow or Dark Chow version, he's making a reference of Sonic Adventure 2's alignment system. You can have a neutral Chow, so neither good or bad. You can have a Hero Chow, that's a good Chow, and you can have a evil Chow, that's the dark one. And he always says stuff like that. Boys and girls shouldn't be separated via gender expectations, yeah. And gender, like I always say, if you actually read the studies, gender is not a binary, it is bimodal, which is something else that's more nuanced, it has more ambivalence. There's some women are more feminine than others, the same goes for men, some men are just more manly, and it's just a whole spectrum of, there's a lot of ways to be a woman or a man. Do they still make Action Man? I don't think so, but yeah, I remember playing Action Man games with boys because they wanted to play that. It was really big when I was a kid. Like, there was that show as well. Oh, you don't know about Action Man, Arch? James, we're getting old, aren't we? But Action Man was basically the male equivalent to Barbie, essentially. It was a very packed or really buff dude. Really handsome, I must admit. Yeah, it was basically a guy who did action stuff. And he had his own show. He had his own action figurines that boys played with. I think now all the fanfares are coming again. Let me check. Yeah. So let's go somewhere where there's actual music playing. I can act feminine. Whoa, femboy Arch. Yeah, you can be feminine and still be a boy or a man or whatever. I mean, I've interacted with women who were very, very boyish. They were dressing very male and generally they did like things that are usually liked by men, but they're still women. I don't understand how that's so hard to understand for some people. I think that people forget that there's a difference between sex and gender. That as well, definitely. That's a good point, Smokey Mario. I always say that as well. Those two are not the same thing. I can act hella femboy, reserved, yeah. Do whatever makes you happy. You know, like Armstrong in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? He's like really... He's a man, he's a dude, he's a guy. You'd never think he's a woman, but he's very feminine. And yet he's like... Oh, that didn't hit. He's a what? 6 foot or even taller? 6 foot something muscly dude who you would never think is a woman, but he's very feminine. Yeah, people like that exist. That's just one of the many facets of life, you know? Humans are just very complex beings, and I still don't understand, or at least, no, I think I do understand. A lot of conservatives essentially have problems just accepting that fact, but why are they even surprised? Because just look how many possible variations there are of the brain. Like, there's so many possible rearrangements of neurons, and we have billions of people, literally billions of humans. With these kinds of numbers, with that kind of math, with these kinds of odds, of course it's gonna be very feminine men, very male women, and trans people, and people who feel like they're neither, belonging to neither gender, so either other or just in general non-binary. Of course people are gonna be like that, because there's so many people, there's so much variation to the human experience. I just think they cannot grasp the scope of the human variety. And that already tells me a lot, like, their level of intelligence. Sorry if that sounds condescending, but yeah, if they can't cognitively grasp that, then that tells me they're not really, maybe not the smartest people. Senator Armstrong is a total W. Yeah, he's a really cool character. I really like him. He's really cool. But just in general, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is just a really good anime. I definitely recommend watching it. Don't think conservatives think logically. Yeah, you can have one or the other. They're kind of mutually exclusive, it seems. Alright, still no shiny. After that playlist is done, I can go to the Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz. Then we had some nice Super Monkey Ball music. Trans people are so dreamy. Looking at my girlfriend slips me up into a trance. I mean, some of the most attractive people that I know are trans or, let's say, androgynous. Some of the most gorgeous people, like really nice looking, like chiseled faces, and the bodies like Greek god statues. And a lot of them are androgynous or non-binary or generally non-gender conforming. Okay, still no shiny. Let's try again. Good thing that it's only like below a minute. That's not too long of a wait time. That means more resets per unit of time. My girlfriend wants to be a singer, so we could totally go on a world tour anywhere. Well then, good luck for the singing career. Does she have any, does she already have experience singing? Or did she already have any singing lessons? Welcome back, Kinox12. Hopefully the doggos got what they deserved and what they needed. Maybe even a little snack? Live backstage tickets, anyone? As you can see, if you're part of this community, you get some really good advantages. She's in a choir right now. Oh, nice. Yeah, because I generally, and I've learned that from going to a musical or singing teacher myself. Do not learn to sing by yourself just by using YouTube, because you need feedback. There are singing techniques where if you do them incorrectly, you can break your voice. So you can ruin your voice indefinitely, and you do not want that to happen. I'll definitely warn people, because a lot of people seem to be thinking that, oh, I can just learn by watching YouTube videos and then it's gonna be, oh, I'm gonna be the next, I don't know, Michael Jackson or something. But, well, be careful. Like, for example, belting, that's a very specific singing technique. If you do that wrong, you can really damage your vocal cords, and if you have damage on your vocal cords, well, then that singing future you were longing for will not happen. So, I'm always warning everyone. Can I... Yeah, okay. Won't be able to hit it with Super Fang though, since it's a normal type move and the target that I'm hunting is a ghost type. Good walk, very good. Imagine thinking people look attractive. The only thing that matters to me, honestly, is personality. Yeah, of course. I mean, some really gorgeous people, when I unmasked them, I could see how horrible they were. You know, some people are just superficially charming, or just, you look at them the first look, oh wow, they look gorgeous, but that doesn't mean anything. And sometimes people that everyone said, oh, she or he is so ugly, and they were such wonderful people to be around. I'd much prefer being around a person like this than a supermodel who, I don't know, is a narcissist or just a sociopath or just unpleasant, a bully. Life's too short for things like that. Yeah, I'm also a person, I prefer personality and also intelligence. I generally not a fan of stupid people unless they are stupid and very kind. But unfortunately that seems to be very rare. Practice meowing daily, this is normal behavior? Yes, this is normal behavior. I mean, I meow back at cats as well. Oh, does it just loop? Alright, let's go to the Super Monkey Ball 2 Banana Blitz menu theme. Oh, they seem to have different volumes, that does suck. Haven't said this, but one of my ideal career interests is becoming a pro footballer. Oh, nice. But I'm probably too old. Still have hope. Jamie Vardy signed his first pro contract at 26. I don't know how old you are, but still good luck for that. And yeah, I mean, wasn't the goalkeeper for Italy? He was pretty old, so to say. And still, you can still potentially have a career in that. I would never attempt that because my motor skills are not good enough for a career like that. Funny thing, as a kid, I was running around a lot, and I was a very fast runner. And my dad always thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna go into sport, something. And yeah, then puberty happened, and boobs were in my way, and then that kind of stopped. I don't know if I'm still a good runner. I mean, my stamina is good, but yeah, having breasts is definitely not a thing you want when you want to be a professional athlete. They get in the way. They're actually additional weight that you don't need. At least it doesn't help you with sports. Not sure if my message sent, but my girlfriend can make her voice masculine, feminine. If I heard it singing, I'd honestly pass out with a major nosebleed and a blush. Like in an anime. I think that I'm probably demisexual. I suspect that I'm as well. Because I never had strong feelings like that for a person that I didn't have a connection with. And the thought of having, you know, those kinds of relations with a stranger are really unsettling for me. And at least I don't mind when other people have, if they have one night stands, something that is that's none of my business. Consenting adults do what consenting adults do, right? But that wouldn't be anything for me. I don't know, the thought kind of stresses me out. Like, I would not be a fan of that, so I never did that. But I'm not judging it as well. Is the music not too loud? 26 is so old. Yeah, I mean, for some sports, you have people that, you know, they start much earlier. Oh, you're 22? Well, good luck with the football career. Know people who can sing, but they never had lessons and don't know where their singing ability came from. It's like my husband, he was born with the ability to draw well or do art. But still, talent isn't everything. You still need to get some kind of training. And it would be a shame, imagine being a natural talented singer just for you to do a vocal mistake and then ruining your voice. That would be super tragic, wouldn't it? My motor skills meant I couldn't do laces or ride a bike as a kid, and I still can't do either of these things. Yeah, I did not start... I mean, I only learned how to swim without inflatable swim help things when I was 10 years old. Like, I knew people who were able to swim when they were a toddler, and then there's me who only learned that when I turned 10 years old. And what else? I only learned to tie my shoes when I was 12. That's when I finally understood it. Because someone didn't show it to me, but he explained it really like an algorithm, basically. And that's how I understood it. And I also I never could ride a bike as a kid. I learned that when I was on the cusp of 13, so late 12, almost 13 years old. Really late, but then again I could read and write, and I knew that there were infinite numbers way before preschool, so you get some, you lose some, I would say. has its perks sometimes when you're autistic, I have to say that. I could find someone attractive, but it would be because I know them and such. Doesn't matter how they look, I'd like the way they look anyways, just because I like them as a person. Yeah, I definitely understand what you mean, Smokey Mario. Like, there's a person that I know who's definitely not attractive, but to me, I love looking at them because I know how good they are, and makes me so happy to see them because they're just such a wonderful person, you know? Oh yeah, don't judge, let consenting adults do what they want. Yeah, exactly. I can sing and voice act, I just need to professionally practice. Yeah, at least for singing, I mean, my singing teacher told me to be very careful. And she even told me to tell other aspiring singers or someone who wants to train their voice to at least have a teacher at some point, because you don't want to ruin your voice, right? That would be really, really sad. Really unfortunate. You're also old, I'm 15. Yeah. Well, to you that's old. Depends on who I talk to, they say, oh, that's no age, I'm 60 something, or I'm 50 something. Just want to go to the grocery store and I picked a gift with some jerk who called me a big nose for no reason. I end up giving him a jump kick in his nose and got him bleeding nose. Jesus, Ahmed. No chill. Zero chill with Ahmed, but to be fair, if he bullied you, haha. No empathy for bullies. Absolutely none. I like to say, at least I think I'll try to be as tolerant as possible. But bullies do not deserve any of my mercy or empathy. Ahmed comes back with the genocidal taste. Yeah. You don't mess with Ahmed. He's gonna jump kick you in the nose, and then he's gonna, when you bleed, when he's done with you, he's gonna bite you and steal your blood. And then you're gonna be a vampire in Iraq. Have fun. Have fun being a vampire where the sun shines basically every single day. Any season. One night stand seems mid. I mean, some people need that. That's fine. Just protect yourself, of course. Use protection. There's some nasty stuff you can get with one night stands. Yeah, like I said before, not for me, but if you or anyone else, if they want to do what they want to do, then it's none of my business. They shouldn't care what I think about that. Honestly, I hope this isn't meant to say, but mean to say, but to be honest, I feel like my reaction to seeing any human is that humans are ugly. I kind of see what you mean, though. I actually also think that a lot of animals look better than humans. Definitely. But I want to learn like someone's appearance. As I get closer to them. I'm the youngest in chat. I would give you a cookie for that, Arch, but unfortunately cookies do not transfer well over the internet. Isn't the music too loud, at least? I think this is better. Gotta pull out the minus prime voice lines, and thy punishment is death. A lot of physically attractive people I've met end up being complete twats, but sometimes I'll meet people who are attractive inside and out. Yeah, everything exists out there. I definitely know some people who, when you just look at them, you're like, wow, what a good looking person. But they're also in the inside, they're also wonderful. Then you have people who are ugly and evil, but you also have people who are ugly and just darlings. and you have very good looking people and they're horrible. Those are especially dangerous because they use these. They use the charm, you know, their attractiveness for their own goals, and yeah, it breaks my heart when you see a ugly person, or let's say unconventionally attractive, because to be honest, a lot of people, they say, oh, that's ugly, that guy is ugly, that girl is ugly, but I don't agree. I don't think there's that many truly ugly people out there. I just think a lot of people, because their how they view attractiveness, like their scaling of how pretty or handsome someone is skewed by all the Hollywood movies and all the social media perfect fake personas that they see. And that's why they say to someone who's not a supermodel but not ugly, they would say, oh, that person is ugly, but in truth they're not. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, I'm misanthropic myself, I get it. More misanthropes in the chat, I guess. Do you remember the date of your first stream? Yeah, that was Halloween last year. So Halloween the 31st October of 2023. That was my first stream that I ever did. Should do something special for the 1 year anniversary. Well, for Halloween there's other things planned. Not streams in this case, but I'm working on videos for Halloween. Give me the cookie, I'll give you the cookie. If you're calling someone ugly, we can't be homies. Well, there's people that I wouldn't say or wouldn't find attractive, but I really don't care about that. I actually had some people that I hugged them or just showed affection to them, not sexual affection, but just because something great happened and we accomplished something as a team, something like that. And just later they talked to other people and they said, I can't believe Yana hugged me, because I thought no one would want to hug me, I'm so ugly, and that just broke my heart. Like, oh my god, how shallow can people be? I'm glad that I hugged that person. Don't like hurting people, but I'm not gonna back from a fight. For the record, I had a fight in school, my first week at school. Yeah, you kind of, I mean, you're biting all the bullies out there. I kind of approve of that. As long as you bite bullies, then I'm good. Bullies for snacks. Bully blood, that's what Ahmed goes for. Not for the virgin blood, he goes for the bully blood. Sometimes I can't stand people, legit, yeah. I don't have any tolerance for people that I can't stand anymore. I just cut them out of my life. Like, I'm not old, at least I know some people say or think I'm old to them because they are teenagers or kids. But, yeah, I mean, once I reached my end, like late 20s of my, like now 30, I just realized, okay, life's too short for toxic people. I don't need that in my, like right now I'm not in school anymore. I'm not forced to attend certain groups with kids that I don't like. And yeah, I just don't give those people time. Just don't. You're gonna feel better, I promise. Of course, if you can cut them out of your life. Unfortunately, that's not possible every single time. It's not that I don't like humans, I just can't look at a person I don't know and say, yeah, that person looks cute or hot. By default, humans are the opposite of cute to me. That's interesting. No, that didn't register, my bad. Let's try again. I'd be interested in what you would think if you'd see a picture of me smoking Mario, but if you would say I don't like the way you look, I wouldn't be... Like, that wouldn't faze me or would make me sad, or... I wouldn't get offended. However, that can change if I'm close to someone, yeah. Unless y'all got reason never call someone ugly. Yeah, I never called those people ugly either, like... Why? Y'all get free hugs from me. Don't take it personally, Art. I think everyone is equally ugly. That's fair. Sometimes a man receives their first flowers at their funeral. Oh, that's sad. Yeah. Just be kind to people if they are kind to you, regardless of how they look. Try to mind my own business, but I don't respect people who can't mind their own business without being annoying to others. Yeah, you know, your freedom stops where it infringes another person's freedom. That's what I always say. So you're free to do what you like, but if it hurts another person, that's where the tolerance stops and where you... Well, if you get repercussions for that, then too bad. Like Ahmed will bite you, for example. Ahmed will chomp down on the meanest bullies. So you got some fighting moves as well there, Ahmed, so you're kind of dark fighting as well? No? Dark type because of the crunching and because of the vampire stuff. And fighting type maybe because of that kick. If you really did that, well, that kick is kind of... You need to kick really high for that to work. And I've taken Taekwondo classes, so I know how hard that is. But then again, maybe I'm not as flexible as you are. And you're tall, right? So you can kick up much higher than I can with my 165 centimeters or 5'4", 5'5". Y'all, I think I'm ugly all year one. My girlfriend always calls me cute. I think it's a sign. Oh, a lot of people sometimes it's the ugliest who say, look at how pretty I am, or really good looking people, they don't see how good they look. I've seen everything at that point. I mean, I'm sure you look good the way you are, it's just my weird thing. Only if I'm familiar with someone will I actually like the way they look. That's very interesting though, but yeah, I kind of have that as well, but not as pronounced as you have. More of a street fighter myself. I grew up in a really violent environment in general. Oh, that's unfortunate. The elementary or primary school I grew up in was also very violent, but I don't have any of these tendencies now because I don't want them, and to be honest, I mean, I'm not exactly what you call a pro fighter. I don't weigh much, I'm not good when it comes to motor skills. So no point in speccing into that, you know? Yes, I know martial arts, but it's not a big deal since my body has immunity to pain. I also have powerful legs stronger than Chun-Li legs. Oh, so you're a kicker. Everyone's cute or hot in some way. Keep your effing mouth shut, Sans. Yeah, Sans, shut up. Owen R says you should shut up. Even though Sans didn't say anything, but still. Still no shiny. Ahmed's gotta be better than Jackie Chan. Ahmed, do you wanna like... if I ever become rich, I'm gonna hire you as a personal fighter, like if someone wants to to hurt me, I'm just gonna send Amit, and then I have a kickboxing, biting vampire on my side. I know some Krav Maga. Oh, yeah, I know someone who apparently takes classes, although that person is somewhat manipulative, so I take that with a grain of salt, but I've definitely heard of Krav Maga. I could like anyone's appearance, I think. I just need the time to get to know them first and form a positive association with that appearance and their personality. Yeah, I think regardless of how I look, I think you'd probably associate that face with that voice that you keep hearing. Or the voice that you heard for so many streams now, and then think it would click pretty fast or pretty quickly, and you'd say, yeah, I like the appearance. At least that would be my guess. Sometimes you listen to a voice for so long and then you see the real face, and sometimes you're just surprised how they look. My girlfriend and me started dating in 3 hours. I'm sure this is marriage material. Oh, I thought that was a girlfriend you had for longer, or am I confused? Weedle, string shot, stab, and you're clapping. Okay, Pokéfinder, whatever you're saying. But other than that, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. People just dropping cryptic messages with no context whatsoever in my chat today. Usually it's O and R. But I guess you got some competition now, O and R. Exactly, and just that you're a good person too. Oh, thank you. Try to be as good as I possibly can. No, I'm a handsome guy. I've gotten a lot of compliments and looks in general, but I don't let it get to my head. But in general, I don't think very highly of myself. Well, I mean, same actually. I would say I'm pretty attractive. At least I got a very nice figure. I got good hair, good skin. And I do turn a lot of heads, especially depending on how I dress. Of course, the more revealing I dress, the more heads I turn from both genders. So people hit on me, and sometimes I get really creepy things with, oh yeah, I see the marriage ring, you're married, but your husband doesn't need to know. I'm like, no, please go away. They still try, you know. Or I've gotten really weird out of nowhere propositions for a threesome. So I guess if random people ask you for threesomes, that means you're not too ugly. But still, that doesn't mean, just because you look good doesn't mean that you're a good person, right? And I don't let that get to my head as well. Oh, and my real G. I body slammed my uncle, okay. Just start dropping something like that out of nowhere. I body slammed my uncle, okay. Was he paralyzed afterwards, like in Pokemon? Zigzagoing? I've been body slammed by my grandson. Or there's a lot of familial body slamming going on for some reason. But Pokéfab here already has a grandson, apparently. People say I look like an actor. Well, that's usually a compliment. I'm not handsome, but people tell me I'm very cute and elegant. Well, I don't know. Sounds like handsome to me. And I'm like, WTF. And also people have told me I should be a model. Well, that is definitely... If people tell you be a model, that is usually means you look really good. Like, above average at least. If not more. I personally really dislike using the 10 scale. You know, oh, that person is a 5 out of 10. That person is a 9. Because another person's 9 could be... Like, what I would say, that person is a 9 out of 10, another one would say, nah, that's a 7. It really depends on a lot of other factors. Like types, some people have types. Some people actually love really obese people, even though most would probably say I don't find that attractive. But still, there's some people who their 10 out of 10 would be obese. And honestly, I'm very happy about that, because also obese people need someone to love them as well. Coughing Stab, Mud Bomb, Terra Steel, Crit, Accuracy, Buff, Defense lowered, and you're dead, Omni. Sure. Am I fairy type now? Well, I'm like, I wouldn't even stand a chance against any Pokemon attack, to be fair. Doesn't even need to be Terra, Steel, Crit. Toxic Orb, Shedinja strat, perhaps? Yeah, that's the 200 IQ strat that no one uses, because that kind of genius is just hard to comprehend, you know? According to some girls I've met, I'm an 8 out of 10. Ooh, that's really good. That's really high. Pokefab gets it. Yeah, he gets it. Or she, or they, I don't know. Strong kicks are due to the fact I have big legs. Yeah, if you're tall, you usually have long legs, that's true. Can send a photo of my legs. It's not crazy. Big, but for my age is big. Well, you don't need to, I do believe you. But yeah, if you're really tall, then you have long legs, and if you're powerful in the... if you've got a lot of power concentrated in the legs, and these kicks, they hurt. People also tell me I should be a model, but because I'm tall. Yeah, a lot of models are tall as well. Poison Heal, Flame Orb, Cosmog, perhaps? Yeah, that's also a very genius strategy. Or what about a air balloon fan Rotom, you know? Just gotta have that double immunity to ground. Apparently I look better without the beard, I'm just lazy about shaving. I personally prefer most men. I think most men look better with a beard, but that's just me. Like, I really like the fact that my husband has a beard now. Like 10 years ago he didn't. And I mean, still very cute, but the beard is really, it's just a cherry on top. Parish Song, Regigigas, perhaps? Regigigas with that stupid nerfing ability that I don't see the point of. Archbee spitting bars. Boys finally heal from ground attacks, yeah. Slow start Magikarp. Poor thing. By the way, why people love women and men's legs? Like, how can a leg be beautiful? I look at my leg, I want to throw up, it's ugly. Oh, I'm like the wrong person to ask that. I don't understand why people are so much into feet. Like, that actually happened to me several times, where like in the summer, especially during the summer month where it's warm, I wear open shoes or just sandals where you can see my feet. And I definitely see if someone is into feet, because these men usually, they stare at me, and then their eyes, they do not hover over the breast or another area where men usually stare at, but their gaze immediately goes to the feet, and then they stare at the feet. That's when I know, okay, that guy likes feet. And I also did some, like, I uploaded some pictures that I really didn't think of anything on Facebook, where you can see my feet, but it's not sexual in any way. And then I got just some random guys. I always have to private them or just make it so that only friends see them. Because if I put them as public, I get notifications or I get comments and private messages of, you have really nice feet, can we meet? It's really, like, why? That's just feet. I mean, sure, I always have them, you know, I get my pedicures, I get my toenails done and all of that, but other than that, I don't understand how you would go crazy for my foot. on my feet. But then again, that's just how some people are. Lightning Rod Magikarp, at least the way Lightning Rod works in the modern games, would actually be good because it gives you a electricity immunity. In the old games, like in Generation 3, what I'm playing right now, that would work. But nowadays, that Lightning Rod Magikarp would actually be really good. Or at least better than the standard one. Why does anyone like anything? People tell me I should be modeled according to them because of my phenotype and slim and muscular figure. Yeah, definitely see that as well. I get a lot of comments about my phenotype as well, the blonde hair and the blue eyes. There's a lot of people who like blondes, I guess. Overcoat Paris. My ex was obsessed over my hands, lol, legit. Gives me Kira vibes from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That was a villain who was obsessed with hands. To put it bluntly and mildly, because it goes further than that. Huge power Alakazam. People just have their own preferences. I'm sure there's someone out there that, I don't know, really likes noses or something. Yeah, there's everything. There's billions of humans out there. There's some human out there who thinks chairs are the sexiest thing in the universe. And there's no way I'm gonna understand that, but I'm gonna tolerate it because, well, if you're not gonna annoy me with that or harass me with it, then like whatever you like. I am Kira Yoshikage. I don't get how people enjoy pimple popping, like how is it satisfying? It's gross to me. Okay, I'm kind of guilty of that. I cannot explain why, it's just the sensation is satisfying. And just cleaning that, it's like a grooming thing. Not grooming kids, but just if you see like your loved one or just a kid, oh, they're dirty, just you get that feeling of you need to comb their hair, or that pimple is really annoying, I just need to pop it. It is gross, definitely is, and well, you shouldn't pop it like on YouTube. Try to get a needle, a very, very thin needle, and then you decontaminate the needle, you clean it with alcohol, or you can even just take just put it in fire for 2 seconds and then it's gonna be free of bacteria. And then it's better to like pop the pimple using a needle, gently of course, and then push out the contents by not pressing too much, and then immediately disinfect it later. Okay, that music is kind of weird, but it's the... I'm gonna skip that one. Because it's from a music video game. And I don't want to hear that specific song. But yeah, you definitely need to be clean when pimping popples. Yeah, exactly. Popping pimples. Actually, there's an area like where your nose is called the triangle of death, and if you're very unlucky and you pop a pimple there or cyst, then that can actually provoke sepsis, so a blood infection, and you can die. And that's, I'm not kidding. So always be very clean about if you have to pop pimples. Huge power Chansey. She was literally a female Yoshikage Kira. Oh, did she kill people as well? You definitely dodged a bullet there. Sheer Force Magikarp. Childhood flashbacks of Wikifey. Don't know what that is. Winifred was meant to say W, not Winifred. Okay. But what is that Wikifey thing? Magikarp Truant. Jewel Mao said earlier, so many possible combinations of people. It's no wonder if you can think of something, there's probably someone that likes that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's billions of people. You never know, right? I'm not surprised at all. In fact, I'm surprised that people are surprised that people like that exist. We need to nerf Omni. Let's give her a slow start. I already have slow start. I need a coffee every morning. Have some mercy, Arch. I have low blood pressure, like naturally. So I definitely need my coffee in the morning. What music was that? You know, from the trombone, the music playing minigame from Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz? Air Balloon, Wonder Guard, Electrovire. Oh, now we're talking. No, but she killed my heart. Oh, that's fair. Oh, unfortunate. Wiki feed, don't Google it. Oh, yeah, I don't think I need to Google it. I know what it's about, and yeah, I'm not getting off on feed, so not interesting to me. Oh my god, I can get my Roblox D&D set up now. Bro, I'm the only person in chat. It just dropped to 1. No, I mean, the chat rate statistic is very often wrong. And I see plenty of chatters here, so maybe check if your chat is in show the newest one or just top comments. It says 1 for me too, yeah, but I can't be. Comes down to my hands, they're very soft. But nails are sharp like claws, they're very skinny. You can see the bones in your hands. So you can scratch as well if your nails are very sharp. Yeah, exactly, ONR. Actually never played the Banana Blitz minigames except to open and close them all quickly to unlock Robot Baby. I think you needed to play them as well, at least I could be wrong. Slow start, Flame Orb Ninja. Yeah, just lose because you want to show your opponent mercy. Lose on turn 1. My chat says there's 4 people here. People literally say I look like the chat meme. Yeah, just don't mind the, like, it says concurrent views now 1, and that is not possible, like literally not possible. There's more people watching the stream right now than 1 person. I don't know why, but these statistics are often very wrong. Maybe you're also lagging behind the stream. You can always press F5 to refresh the browser. Oh, your hands are the opposite of Amit's. I usually have smooth hands, but I wash my hands quite frequently and I disinfect them a lot, so I do need sometimes to apply hand cream so that they don't become too dry. Been told my hands are soft, I'll take their word for it, I guess. It's better to look like you get shot, I guess. I mean, not everyone likes that, but the most important thing is that you're happy. You don't have to actually play the games, you could just leave them open for a few seconds and close them to get Robot Baby. Oh, I wish I knew this. Because I actually played the bad minigames. And I wasted some time. Apparently I have feminine hands. Yeah, there's definitely a difference between manly hands and feminine hands. Definitely seen men with very feminine hands, and I've seen women with very male hands. Or masculine hands. Or you want feminine hands? Well, the easiest way to get very feminine looking hands is do your nails. That's usually always associated with the feminine side. Omnimom said it's my turn with the soul dew. Oh boy, do not misuse the dead, like the deceased Lati soul for bad purposes, okay, Arch? Bruce do. Yes, Bruce do. No wonder the bee liked them so much. Hey there, Mixer10, welcome to the stream, how you doing? And no, I do not hunt on an emulator, I hunt on retail. So an actual copy of the game. Right now, as you can see, I'm playing on a GameCube. It's called a Game Boy Player. And it's an add-on that you have on the GameCube. Where you basically can play Game Boy games of any sort. So either Game Boy, the very first ones, the Game Boy Color games, and the Game Boy Advance games. And that's where I shiny hunt. So it's not... I never do on emulator. I prefer playing on retail. Because that also shows that if you ever go through your attic and find your old games, or if you buy a old game like that on a flea market, you can actually do the things that I'm doing right now if you follow my steps. Yes, a GameCube. I have the GameCube in every single color, so black, purple, white, silver. Unfortunately, I don't have the orange one, but that only came out in Japan, so I have every color that came out in the European region. Did I mention my body bones crack like an old man bones? Yeah, I think you mentioned that once. I know there's some people who really hate it when they hear that, like the noise of cracking bones. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. Lol, I consider myself a really manly man. I mean, take it as you want. I would be kind of insulted if someone said you are a masculine woman, because that's not my gender identity. I just identify a lot with the gender I'm born with, which is female. And I do want to be seen as a feminine woman as well. But, I mean, whether or not it's an insult, I think that depends on the person's gender identity, or how they wish to present. I wish I could as well, but the games in my country are very expensive and it's hard to get. Yeah, they're pretty much expensive everywhere. I mean, I am from Luxembourg, I'm a Luxembourgish person, and they're also really expensive here. But to be fair, my Emerald game that I have, that was my childhood copy, so lucky, because Emerald is the most expensive game out of them all. Good luck trying to get Pokemon Emerald for under $100. That's gonna be really hard. I constantly crack my own knuckles, but I hate it when other people do it, which sounds really hypocritical because I do it all the time. Well, I mean, we did have a lot of time to spend a lot of time together in real life. So what you often do is you crack your neck, which sometimes comes across as, oh Jesus, will he break his neck once? Of course, that's not going to happen, but yeah, I've noticed you do that as well a lot. I usually don't mind, but I know some people who really hate it, like they get outraged. Ivan Drago looking MF. Oh, you're on the bus actually? People watching my streams while using public transport? Much better than, you know, watching my streams while driving. That I actually would not be a fan of that at all. Opposite for me, I don't care when other people but I accidentally crack my bones. I don't like that. Interesting. Got a whole slew of people reacting differently. I crack my neck 3 times a day. Oh, James does it like a lot. I don't know why, he just does it. He goes crack, crack, and then almost sounds like like something dangerous, but it's not. And no, cracking your hands or it doesn't give you arthritis. That's nonsense. Don't believe that. If you look at the studies, there's no evidence to support that fact. So yeah, then it's not a fact, logically speaking. Apparently it's 14 degrees outside. I should definitely open the window to get some of the cold inside. It's really warm here. Started cracking my fingers thanks to Kaneki from Tokyo Go. Yeah, right, he does that. Sometimes I crack my fingers, but not really intensively. Actually, only crack my neck once or twice a day. It's my fingers that I do it constantly. Well, from my memory, you did the neck thing a lot, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? You do you. I crack my fingers when I get nervous. Yeah, some people do that like as a stimming gesture, as just to calm down. Still no shiny, not shop at Dazzle. I think I'm gonna stream for 6 minutes, and then it's gonna be midnight. But then I will definitely go to bed. But I'll stream tomorrow, and it's gonna be the shiny only challenge on Ruby again. As I said before, if I don't get the dust color within 6 minutes, then it's gonna be a hunting target for next time. Funny enough, the egg didn't hatch as of yet. Gonna get some food. Alright, enjoy your food. Anyone here playing Pokemon Sleep, or am I the only one playing Pokemon Sleep? Because if you do play Pokemon Sleep, we can exchange the friend codes. I've been playing the game, or well, yeah, it's a idle game. It's not a lot that you can play, but I've been using the app for a year since launch. Because I sleep a lot. I'm a good sleeper, so I thought, well, I don't need to do any in-game purchases in this case, because if I always sleep for such a long time, then I might as well download it. Yes, O&R. I agree. Completely agree with that. I still have a habit of chewing on the collar of my shirt. Oh, I mean, the taste of cloth would just put me off. And why does Eontimer end at this time? Is Eontimer giving up now? It seems like it is. Let's try again. No visual cue, but oh well. Audio cue should be fine for now. Some days I crack my neck a lot more than others. It's mainly because at work I do look down all the time and get cramps. Yeah, that's understandable. Bro, the popping noise my ears. Oh, sorry, it was a bit too loud. Get modded GameCube if I see it again at RetroCon. Yeah, if he only takes cash like last time, then maybe you can use your cash for that. And yeah, just make sure we can actually, before we go to the RetroCon, I can drive you to a like a bank thing, ATM, where you can pick up some cash if you need it. I've been working on making a homemade alcohol at home. I have to wait for a month. Yeah, to make it, yeah, so it properly becomes a real alcohol for the fermentation. I wish I could transfer my Animal Crossing money to my bank account. Same, James, same. I'd be a multi-millionaire, and I just go... Imagine just being able to buy a house like that in Luxembourg. Just a pipe dream. I have 6 million on Animal Crossing. Or on some Animal Crossing games I have, or accounts I have, like hundreds of millions. I would love to have that in euro. Nice Glaceon layout, by the way, Yana. Thank you, but that's just the design Eontimer comes with. I actually, personally, I prefer the Latias Latios design, but for some reason I always try to install that one, and it just doesn't seem to work. I don't really know why, I just always have the urge to choose something. That's the Eve in you, or the cat in you, yeah. Take it however you want. I might be making that good hooch. Give me a sip. Would that be legal in Iraq? I'm asking because Iraq is a Muslim country, and I know in some countries, in some Muslim countries, it's forbidden to make alcohol. Nozrak Semaj, yes, ONR, indeed. I don't know what that means, but I have a shiny Glaceon in Platinum. Nice, a real one, like not hacked. My favorite shiny evolution is Vaporeon, but I mean, do I really need to elaborate because it's pink, of course. And I like Vaporeon, it's a nice Pokemon. It's legal to drink alcohol in Iraq, I see. Alright, let's see. If this is not it, then yeah, one last reset. The last reset. Let's see if I'll finally get the shiny then. You're allowed to legally drink alcohol in Luxembourg starting with 16, which is a culture shock for a lot of Americans because in the US usually the legal drinking age is 21 if I'm not mistaken. And they're just really surprised when I tell them, well, in Luxembourg as well as countries like Germany, you can actually legally drink 16. Oh my god, I want a real Glaceon, I need to cuddle it. Yeah, I would definitely want to cuddle the evolutions. Well, maybe not Jolteon, I don't know. It doesn't look too cuddly to me, and I don't want to get jolted. Mine is Umbreon, beautiful shiny evolution, definitely. And I have one as well. At least not on generation 3. ONR just said James Carlson backwards. Oh, I just realized that now. I'm an ONR translator. Alright, that's very good that I have a translator for him. In general, my favorite shiny is Eevee. I hunt it a lot. Yeah, it's in silver. A nice shade of silver. England's drinking age is 18. Yeah, you need to be 21. Yep, in Gringoland it's 21. Alright, so that was Wild Wednesday for today. I hope you had as much fun as I had. And yeah, I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow, so hopefully I'll see you guys there. And as always, have a good one, goodbye, and good night.